Am I supposed to say 2 or 1? Or...
Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write.
Well, that was interesting.
You knew that one was coming, right?
I knew it was coming, but I didn't actually watch the video.
Well.
Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas from Cable Channel 11. Yeah, we're here. Christmas episode. An actual Christmas episode.
Yes.
Of a Rumble. Oh, my goodness. Should we do some shout outs or bring the guys on?
Let's do some quick shout outs here.
Okay. We got Mrs. Channel in the chat.
Hello, Mrs. Channel.
Hello, Mrs. Channel. Thanks for showing up and saying hi. Merry Christmas. This guy, we'll of course see him. I mean, you can usually put some money on that, which is
not much of a surprise with him anymore, is it?
But that's great. He's saved our asses on so many shows. I mean,
so really, many times.
Both of our first guests here tonight have, but yes. Who else we got? And Chris Overholt. Merry Christmas,
what's up, Chris.
He was he's working on it, but I don't think there's a chance he won't make it. He's technical difficulties. He was supposed to join us tonight as a first timer.
Keep working on it, Chris.
Wait a minute. What? Okay. I thought there was a few more shout outs. Yes, can we bring this to attention? I'm just going to leave that up there for a moment. And not in, the lame thing. I don't think he means that as a derogatory remark. StreamYard sucks. I think
we're not going to do a StreamYard rant every time we do a show.
I am going, as long as this damn duck is in the corner.
Well,
maybe, or whatever it is.
Like I suggested, maybe we could get like a Ducks Unlimited sponsorship or something. Then we'll get paid to have a duck in the corner.
I mean, I think I already like the first 2 minutes of the show have gotten us canceled, but exactly. And then there's
what's up, Orc?
Hopefully we don't lose our guests that are waiting in the wing. Let's get them out here before they can run away.
We'll start with we'll go ahead and start with this one straight from the North Pole.
What's up? Santa Dan in the house. Almost didn't make it tonight. Rudolph OD'd on some gas station dick pills, and the draining process was not pleasant. So, but I made it just in time.
So it's not just Rudolph's nose that's red.
It's not just his nose. Imagine trying to hold down a reindeer. They're much bigger and stronger than you'd expect. So, but yeah, he's recovering. All is well. All is well. After that 4 hours, man, we had to bring him in. It was hard as a rock.
Well, I mean, don't you have to pull him in and out? Depending on the
But that's normally how it goes, Jess. And then
Fog.
finally
Well, I mean,
it goes
there's fog
away.
in one part of the world, and then it might not be in another. So maybe gets to go off for a break,
True.
take a break, and then join back up in the.
His hog could have exploded depending, altitude and everything. So we had to fix that before the big day. Yeah. Sorry. Rudolph's penis aside, I hope you guys are all having a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I thought we were talking about his nose still.
Oh, no. Nah, it was the 80s. Rudolph liked his nose candy. That's just a permanent side effect.
Ben Grimm, of course.
What up, Ben?
All
right. So, well, if Santa Dan's straight from the North Pole, you tell me where this one's from. What's up, Jake?
What's up, fellas?
It's Satan Claus.
It's from the bloody pole. I was going to say South Pole, but I don't know. They might.
The deep South Pole, maybe.
The deep shot.
Very deep.
This Santa ain't delivering presents.
Oh, my. I don't know if this Santa's delivering presents either.
He's the one
That's
that had to
Santa's-
drain Rudolph's stick. And
Yeah,
That explains the mess. So.
doing
this
the drain.
he's delivering wood.
Oh, geez.
Disclaimer, kids, neither of these are the real Santa Claus.
Come on, Jess.
We
Don't
try to
be
present a nice, wholesome
beard.
show. And
Real beard.
In case you didn't know or couldn't tell. Dan, you're getting there, though.
We're the B team Santas. We hit all the shitty neighborhoods. The OG gets all the good assignments.
Oh, so you are official helpers.
We're official helpers. Yes.
It's usually not common knowledge, so.
Yeah. St. Nicholas is not draining Rudolph. So.
Whoa.
Yes. It's a process.
well, we're here to talk about Christmas movies tonight, right? So,
Aren't
We
you
are,
feeling
and-
fear? Come on.
And I didn't really count Christmas specials. I did let one slip through. Most of you didn't. You didn't give any. There was one that was kind of on the line, but I'm going to count it as
I
the movie.
think-
So that was yours.
One, I don't count it as. I mean, maybe back then.
It's on the borderline, but I'm going to keep it in tonight because there's plenty other specials if we ever do a Christmas TV specials or something. So, are we going to get started then?
yeah, let's.
Well, I had this one up, but I know I'm going to try not to go in any specific order. I'll pick them randomly because we all brought to the table 5 or 10 of our favorite Christmas movies, each individually. There's a few that we do share the same, and I'll note that. And we'll just talk about what we know about them. We got a good list here. So, first one up is it's fucking StreamYard, man.
That's okay.
It's a Wonderful Life, Frank Capra, and both Kory and I had this on our favorite Christmas movies list.
It's a classic.
It is. Kory, do you want to?
No, this is to me, this is the quintessential Christmas movie. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
every other Christmas movie falls just short of this one, including A Miracle on 34th Street. So,
I wonder if that'll be on the list.
It's a Wonderful Life is a great film that's managed to endure all this time. There've been popular Christmas movies that have kind of fallen to the wayside over the years. I think a few of those will come up tonight. But It's a Wonderful Life still plays every single year. You always have a chance to watch it, and it holds up. I watched it already this year with my niece and my mom, and it's great. Some of the parodies are great too. Don't sleep on Beavis and Butthead Do Christmas.
That is one of the better parodies.
Yes,
I must say.
yes.
well, don't forget that every modern Christmas movie that has come out that I know of, just since I've been alive, always has a shot of somebody watching It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a stone cold classic. I mean, it holds up today, and my nieces, convincing them to watch a movie that was made before the 2000s is almost impossible. But they actually sit down and enjoy that movie. They're into it, so I think
Excellent.
it's an American classic.
And you don't even have to show them the colorized version?
No, no. No, I'd rather not watch that. I mean, I've seen it, but go OG.
I don't mind them as much as some film buffs and historians if they're done right. But
Yeah.
I can watch either way. Black and white has never bothered me, even when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I prefer black and white, but
yeah.
For me, just like you guys, it's kind of a staple. It was a movie that honestly the whole family enjoyed even at a young age. My older brother, who's not necessarily a huge movie buff, I think this is one of his favorite Christmas movies. He actually has a Christmas Village that was started, of Bedford Falls.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I had a Christmas Village. It's the toughest thing during moves to not break those, but I never had the It's a Wonderful Life one. That is nice.
Yeah, it's definitely probably a collector's now. I think he has every piece.
hey, real quick, Jess, do you think maybe we could do like a cable channel 11 tour of your Christmas Village this year?
That would. Amanda did a video on just my regular personal channel. Ooh. And to go through and we don't have anything that like crazy on the outside of the house or anything, but to go through over most of the stuff in the house, it was a good 8-minute video, and that was even edited. Just shots of everything. The village is the main thing. The village is because I technically have my own small Disney village that I got years ago. And then there's the main Department 56 Snow Village, which is built up into the house. It's crazy. But yeah, maybe some point, but I don't know about the show tonight. That would take up a lot of time, but I appreciate you mentioning it.
Well, I will definitely check it out.
Yes.
Jake, It's a Wonderful Life.
I'm going to have to disappoint you, gentlemen. Never seen it?
No.
Jake, how?
Never. There was other stuff when I was a kid to watch, and that just wasn't on the list.
You need to watch it.
I do, because
I'm sure your wife likes that one. There's no way she didn't see it.
Because I need to watch that and Meet Me in St. Louis, because I hear that one's excellent.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Christmas
Sit down and
movie
watch
as
it with
well.
the family.
But
no, don't do it. Don't do it feeling forced.
No, you will enjoy it. You will not
enjoy it.
You won't hate.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't know. There's only so many movies in the Christmas season. It's never been one that I feel like I've had to watch.
I get it. Breaking the balls.
All right. Let's go with. Let me get another one up here. Sorry, it takes me a minute. Any last thoughts, Kory, on It's a Wonderful Life? I mean, it's just.
I love this movie, and just because it's in black and white, is no reason not to watch it.
And if that really bothers you that bad,
get the fuck over it.
Get the color. There is a colorized version of it. But
or watch Beavis and Butthead Do Christmas first. If you try, and then I got to see what this was all about.
Well, I'm gonna go with. Oh, this is not easy. Fucking StreamYard. That's all I got to say right now. It's
just bear with us.
Not making it easy on me.
We'll bear with you, Jess. We all know it's Santa with muscles or something.
Hell yeah, bro.
How did I miss that one? Holy shit.
I don't think that was on any of those.
A Christmas movie on Blu-ray.
I didn't know that it came with Blu-ray.
Because Hulk Hogan, Jake. That's why.
I have it on VHS still, but I never knew it went past that.
From Mill Creek, I believe a few years ago now. It's probably still in
Is
print.
Mr. Nanny on? Is it Mr. Nanny?
Mr. Nanny is not.
Suburban Commando, is that one?
No holds barred is, but we need a Suburban Commando Blu-ray. But no, this one's a class. Ed Begley Jr., Garrett Morris, good cast on Santa with Muscles. So yeah, I got the extras to throw in there. That's not officially on the list tonight, but there you go. What up, Mikey in the chat? How are you?
Will that make the list?
Yes. You guys should drop some of your favorites in the chat tonight as well. I'm not doing like any Scrooge movies because I feel like I've talked a lot about those, but obviously that's a big thing.
You never know. You never know.
Never know.
Okay, I am.
You know what you're doing over there, Jess?
I am missing something.
That's
I'm gonna have to come back to that one. So, whose is? Da 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 da. Okay. This is. There it is. This is a Jake pick. And also a Kory pick as well. And here you go.
Oh, not to
Gremlins.
mention Steak Sauce's favorite Christmas movie.
Gremlins.
Don't ever let him tell you otherwise. He adores the shit out of Gizmo.
Gremlins is very. It's got solid Christmas spirit in it. What up, Mikey?
Oh, before we get too deep into this, Ben Grimm has also never seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Ben, what the hell's wrong
I'm
with
not the
you?
only one.
Sit down and watch that, goddammit.
Gremlins
You know, the
is
sad
dripping
thing
with
is-
Christmas spirit, especially in the microwave and the blender. And
It totally is a Christmas movie, but I guess when I was a kid, I never really thought of it as a Christmas movie. I just loved Gremlins.
It doesn't need to be Christmas for me to watch it. Like, I will say that much about that movie, but it's definitely a Christmas movie, more so than other stuff people kind of try to make Christmas movies.
I agree. And I don't like it, Chris. I don't.
I do. I like the sequel.
Yep.
I don't like Gremlins 2. Santa Studs. I don't think I'd like that one either. Kory from S'mores Indoors.
Oh, just wait, Kory.
Hey, Swaggy G.
What's up, Swaggy G?
Yeah, so Santa. Is that like Santa with muscles, Dan? Santa Studs?
There's some 24-inch something or others in that. Not yeah.
I mean, does anybody have? I don't know. I must be the only one in the world who hates Gremlins 2.
Oh, Gremlins 2 is a lot of fun. I still prefer the original, but 2 is a very worthy sequel, in my opinion.
2 is like Dan said, is a lot of fun, and I'm actually highly disappointed that you don't like it, Jess.
Well, I'm sorry. You know,
You ought to know this by now that you don't like it, Kory.
I don't. It's a different movie, and it's not what I wanted out of a Gremlins.
Did you want the same movie?
I wanted.
If you wanted the same movie, just rewind the VHS tape and watch it again.
I did.
Well, then.
Is there anybody here who dislikes Gremlins, the first one, the original?
I don't see how.
I don't either,
This-
but I had to ask.
It's always like my kick off the season movie. Um, I don't know how you don't get Christmas out of it. So I mean, Gizmo is a Christmas present. It's Christmas trees, snow. It's Christmas movie.
Ben recommending a Todd Loya favorite there with Friday After Next.
I like the Friday trilogy a lot, but I don't know if it's true representation of an LA Christmas. Chris, what would you say to that? And he's talking about Gremlins here. That's a good way to put it. And I think maybe with Gremlins, I wanted more horror with a little comedy than I wanted comedy with a little horror.
Well, you got that in the first one.
You and Kory.
What?
I love you. Got. I like Gremlins too a lot.
I don't think Gremlins 2 is, so maybe we should. It doesn't take place in Christmas time, does it? Or does it?
I mean, Gremlins is the Christmas movie.
Mikey. Well, good choice to you guys. It isn't on my top of Christmas movies, but I love Gremlins. So
Absolutely.
Kory, go ahead and mingle if there's anything
Oh, I
in
was
the
just
chat, and I'll look for our next one.
Dan, help me out here. Who's the chick in Gremlins? Why can't I think of her name?
Oh, fuck, Phoebe.
Phoebe Cates, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm drawing a blank because I was about to ask you guys, do you recognize this lady? Little girl there got quite famous.
Hold on, let me pull that.
She got very famous. I know Ben knows who she is, I think, but she was in this movie with Hulk Hogan and she became a huge star.
You can't give me your name.
I'll give it to you. Mila Kunis.
What?
Oh,
Yep. Young Mila Kunis there.
I don't know. The last time I watched something and was like, oh, hey, I remember her in this was I was rewatching Californication, and the scene where the chick, like at the very end of the very first episode, the chick is naked and she punches David Duchovny in the face. It's the little girl from the show The Nanny.
Oh yeah, Californication. Oh, I love Californication.
I love that show.
That's a top 10 all-time TV show for me. I don't remember if they ever had a Christmas episode. I feel like they might have. And I'm gonna have to
just rewatch it. I don't think they did.
Yeah, maybe not, but that was a fucking hilarious show. If you haven't seen Californication out there, watch it.
Okay.
All right. You ready for the next one?
I am actually ready for the next one, and this is a Dan pick.
Oh, okay. I don't know which one. Elves. Hell yeah. So Elves is a 1989 Christmas horror classic. It's more unique than you would think. It's more than just a killer elf. I mean, this is a movie that also features this Nazi breeding experiment.
Is this done by Full Moon or Empire or whatever?
No.
Are you sure? That sounds like it should be.
It's from director Jeffrey Mandel. Only way to really watch it right now, unless you have the old VHS, is on YouTube. Unfortunately, the negative is supposedly lost. But yeah, this mixes a killer elf Christmas horror movie with this Nazi breeding experiment to create this race of supermen, as one does, breeding women with elves to make that happen. It is really genuinely unique. Dan Haggerty of Grizzly Adams fame stars in this movie. Apparently had no idea what he was even making, didn't understand the script, just kind of winged it. And it is a marvel. It's too bad that it's not restored, so you could kind of see a good print of it. But it is on YouTube, so if you haven't checked it out, this is a weird, wacky, and just fun time. Not the most wholesome or Christmassy of Christmas movies, but you do have to check out Elves. It's stupid, but it's like a unique kind of stupid. Yes.
Okay.
And I believe Jonathan might want to hop on.
Oh, we do. Give me 1 second. I'll get that to you. I have never seen this movie, but
I've never
have
heard of
it.
this movie.
I had heard of it, but I
You can
haven't
watch
seen
it on YouTube.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. At last I checked, you can still watch it on YouTube. Yes.
Jake,
Notice-
have you heard or seen the movie Elves?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I think I've seen it, but it's been so long since I've seen it. I don't remember anything about it. Because I'm pretty sure back in the early days of conventions, this is one of the bootlegs that I bought. The VHS bootlegs. Well, to DVD, but it's VHS rip.
If you ever wanted to see Grizzly Adams have a shootout with a Nazi elf in a department store, this will make that come true for you.
Well,
It's good
right.
shit.
It may be the one thing that I've always wanted that I never knew I always wanted. So
Now you'll experience it just in time for Christmas.
awesome.
Okay. Well, Jonathan should be able to join us. I don't know what you put up now. Did you put up any of the chats? Because
After the Jonathan thing, no, I did not.
it's Chris from Slasher Home Video.
What's up,
Elves
Chris?
is an OG Hood classic. Is that Chris quoting it? Chris Overholt?
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken on this one, the elements are lost. Is why it's never been.
Yeah, it's I think it was one
Correct.
of the flood casualties, if I remember right. Apparently. Now, who knows? Sometimes they find a way or something materializes, but it's legitimately unique.
Dan, you might know, but
Wait,
I imagine
this
had a
happens in the
short
movie?
theatrical run, right?
Say that again.
Oh, me or Jake? I'm sorry.
Jake asked me something, I think.
Oh, this I imagine this had a small theatrical run.
89. Yeah, I believe it did.
Is there not
probably.
a way they can restore like a theater 35 millimeter print a little bit better? than
I mean, that's
anything
the
else?
hope. I mean, if this did have theatrical, which I'm not 100% sure on, it was probably fairly limited. I've just been heard that it's what I've heard that this is one that probably won't happen, but I've been told that about other movies in the past and magic, like they find a way to do it. So don't give up the hope.
Alrighty.
All right. Now, if I've done this right, I should be ready for our next one. This is a pain in the butt, too. StreamYard.
That's okay. I'll just give more facts about Santa with muscles.
That wasn't even on the list.
It finds a way.
You're going off script again.
Jess, that doesn't work for him.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
A Christmas Story. This is one of the ones that we had the most of originally on our list. This was one of my picks. This is one of Jake's picks. And this is one of Chris Overholt's picks if he would have shown up. So get your shit together, buddy, and hopefully we'll get you on next time.
Yes.
I have never seen this movie.
What?
Oh, brother.
I have never seen this movie.
Okay.
It airs for like 24
And
hours on TNT, right?
For the last 20 years.
So
Yep.
there are certain things that just drive me nuts about movies that were made in like the 60s or 70s, and just this one has all of that. Like, just everything that I don't like about movies made in that time, just every trailer or clip I've ever seen, just I do everything I can to avoid that movie. So I've never seen it. And maybe one day I will watch it, but it hasn't happened yet.
This is the
Well, it feels like it came out in 73, damn it.
this is like the Christmas movie, the end all be all to me. Like I think Jess mentioned, since I can remember, this thing played 24 hours on TNT, and it's been a tradition. It goes on Christmas Eve night when it first starts playing, and it doesn't go off till Christmas Day. We keep it on loop 24 hours.
I mean, even in the 80s, we had to record it off the TV version. Then as soon as it was, it was available to buy retail, we had one of the retail versions.
Like,
and of
you
course,
say what you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, for a Christmas movie, there's so much iconic stuff in this. The lamp leg, Red Ryder BB guns, the pink bunny pajamas, just shoot your eye out.
Todd's
Getting
got
his
the
tongue
lamp
stuck.
in his man cave.
It's true. It's true,
I think
Jake. It's got
it's gotta
so
be like
much.
the most iconic Christmas movie of all time, right?
And it is one of the few movie houses, too, that has been actually turned into a successful museum with the buildings around it as part of that, too. The houses bought around it. So,
Oh, I'm sure they made a shit ton of money off of that. Oh,
yeah. You said it, Jay. You said it all, from the leg lamp to just iconic lines.
I love
Red
it.
Ryder.
I think it still plays, like, it still holds up today. Like, my kids, they enjoy it,
If you owned a BB gun when you were a kid, or a BB gun rifle at least, especially a Red Ryder, you probably knew this movie. If you didn't get the Red Ryder because of this movie. So, watch it, Kory. Just as kind of Dan and I said to Jake. Jake and I are saying to you about this movie.
One day I will watch it.
I'll watch.
I've tried to avoid it.
It's a Wonderful Life.
I'll watch A Wonderful Life if you watch
It's
Christmas
a Wonderful
Story.
Yes.
There you go.
I'll watch that if you watch Christmas Story.
Neither one of you is going to have a bad time.
No.
Let's
Just let yourself go. Let go of your hatred, your anger, and fill yourself with the Christmas spirit while watching this.
Yes.
I'll try.
Yes.
Get some Anderson Erickson eggnog, Kory.
It's great. I can't wait.
Actually, I do have some. I'm on my fourth half gallon. I want to say hey to Jay real quick.
Yeah, sorry, Jay. I saw you
Sorry,
there earlier.
Jay.
We were in a
hello,
bit of a
Brian
spell.
Trash.
Yeah, you keep this thing moving and I'll check the next one.
All right. Yeah, I think Chris had said something about it came out in 83. For whatever reason, just the clips that I've seen, it looks like it was made in the 70s. I mean,
it's set in the 50s, 60s, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember which exactly. It's one of those. It's set 50s or 60s.
Well, see, split the difference. It's somewhere in the 70s.
And before we get off Christmas Story, I will say there's 2 sequels. The first one.
Okay, go ahead.
No, there's 2. No. Christmas Story 2 and Christmas Story Christmas, I think, is the newest one.
Yes.
I don't like Christmas Story 2, but I like A Christmas Story Christmas.
A Christmas Story Christmas was okay.
But I think it resonates more as an adult. You being an adult now.
Yeah, but they dropped the ball on a couple things in that movie.
Well, sure. I mean, it's the best we could hope to get. Ralphie's back. Of course,
there are other unrelated, related non-Christmas sequels, though, with Gene Shepard actually narrating. Ollie Hop Noodle's Haven of Bliss, kind of hard to find, but a good one. There was an official sequel called, it's either called It Runs in the Family or My Summer Story, depending on where you get the release.
What's up, Jonathan?
And I assume you've seen this. Those are more adventures of Ralphie Parker and the Parker family. And summer vacations, spring vacations, and then there's a couple others too. I can't think of the exact names.
I was just talking about the Christmas one.
Yes. As far as Christmas, he's right. There's two different sequels. To me, neither of them even come close.
I don't think they do, but I do think the Christmas Story, the very last one, I think it's worth watching. I think it'll hit you harder as an adult.
Well, we've got to get the people who haven't seen the first movie, Kory, to watch it. So,
Well, he ain't gonna watch.
Let's see, if it was a really good Christmas movie, it wouldn't need a sequel like It's a Wonderful Life.
The fuck are y'all talking about right now?
A Christmas Story.
Oh, fuck that movie.
What?
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh,
Fuck it
boy.
in the ass, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm a good fucking 50 years after that nostalgia, so I connect with that movie fucking zero. And then they played it for 24 hours all the fucking time on TNT or whatever the fuck it was.
They still
Still
do.
do.
Yourself. Go fuck
do.
yourself.
Well,
You
what
missed
other
out.
Christmas movie have they been playing the last?
I didn't
20
miss out.
years
I
for
saw
24
it. It's just
hours?
not fun.
Oh,
Jonathan, not everything can be Santa with muscles, okay?
Who did she turn out to be? I had to get off there and do some
or
things.
Santa Studs.
Who did the girl from Santa with Muscles end up being?
I got you.
Mila Kunis.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Young Mila Kunis.
So you missed our entire Californication discussion
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the show The Nanny?
Yeah.
Okay, the little girl in that show,
Uh-huh.
at the end of the first episode of Californication, you see completely naked, and she like punches David Duchovny in the face while they're fucking.
Yeah, you feel like the FBI is going to pop in at any moment.
Yeah.
Like right after that. Yeah. It's like in Rob Zombie's Halloween, little Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Wait
Just
till you
has-
get to the squirting episode. Let's leave it there. It's a classic.
Oh, for Californication?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's high praise.
It is high praise. Californication's genuinely hilarious. Top 10.
What's up, Chris?
Yo.
In the house.
Ho, ho,
I
ho,
was able
guys.
to- I'm glad I was able to squeeze my head into this little bitty fucking hat so we could keep with the theme. I would have
Yeah.
felt real dumb.
This is as far down as it goes on my head.
Oh man, this thing's
So I
tiny.
guess now's as good a time as any to do this. Hold on a second.
I don't know what he's going to do, folks.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You could at least put a cable channel 11 or Rumble emblem up on your avatar there, Kory.
Jess Graham doesn't like Gremlins 2.
But it's a
Not
new batch.
really.
Ridiculous.
It's
I don't
a
like
new
this
batch.
I don't.
There's
Ridiculous.
the movie critic Gremlin.
Oh shit. Kory, dude. Who
Oh,
took your power, man?
Damn.
You're the second person
Oh.
to say that.
No. Friends don't let friends get haircuts.
he did this
Normally, I
without
would
my
agree
knowing.
with that, but
I stopped by one wintry day and this man answered the door and I asked,
We were brothers,
Kory here.
bro.
we still are. We still are.
We're keeping it fucking metal. You know?
You look fine, man. You look good. Don't worry about it.
I feel like I look like a banker, but I figured since
You look
guys
like a
are both
young
on
Bill
here.
Paxton.
since you guys were on here, long hair flowing and everything, I'd go ahead and take the hat off, and
Rest in peace.
yeah, it's all gone. Probably not coming back either. But I enjoyed it while I had it. So
There you go.
Someday I fear I might have to cut mine off too, man.
it's getting a little thin right here. So I'm just trying to preemptively.
Yeah, don't cling to it, dude. You
Yeah.
gotta accept it.
But I will not ever shave my head unless it all goes. But
If I cut mine, I'm shaving it to the scalp, probably.
I want to go Paul Heyman, dude.
Not
Why the
like
hell
not like Stone Cold, not like just a buzz to the scalp or whatever.
Oh no, you gotta go slick, dude. Polish that bitch.
I used to.
Embrace
There was
it.
a point when I did that.
We need to see these photos, Chris.
Was you watching? Was you watching a little bit too much American History X during that time, or what, Chris?
No, but that's one reason I quit, because that's all I fucking heard ever, dude. Oh, dude, you're a neo-Nazi, aren't you?
Like, no, I just like low maintenance showers.
Dude, it was awesome. It was like no shampoo.
I will
Did
say,
you have a
Yeah.
Did you have a beard, or were you just like a lab rat?
I had a beard. Like
I will
I'll
say I'm
say-
saving money on conditioner now. So
Get your
I
hat on.
had a real thin chin strap.
it's
Remember those?
going back on.
Oh yeah. Now you'll overuse shampoo and
If you have
conditioner for the rest of your life now. Like that's just a part of it. You'll never be able to get that ratio back.
Well, I mean, most of you guys have the luxury to shave your head, and it goes back. Mine doesn't, so it's not as fun as you think once it doesn't grow back.
Mine's not long for this world, man. My bald spot's getting bigger and bigger, and it's gonna be.
Well, I have something that I
Problem.
swear I think is a bald, like not a bald thinning, and everybody is reassuring me it's not, but I see that shit.
I can feel it, right? Like you'd be like, man, that's like the coverage right here isn't what it used to be, you know?
But you shave it, then you turn
Look,
into Mr.
brothers.
Peanut like HBK. That's the only downside. You
That
gotta be-
wonky eye ain't doing Shawn
Start
Michaels no
getting a-
favors. He should probably get it fixed now. Like he's not bouncing around anymore.
I think it's too late for him.
Boy, he got ugly as he got old.
He turned into Mr. Peanut.
Yeah.
What's like John Cena turning into fucking Ernest?
Jim Varney, yeah.
Yeah. I think in about another 5 or 6 years, he's going to be full earnest. Like, you won't be able to tell me.
He kind of already is. The
he'll
bulk
keep
is the only
deflating.
thing that really sets him apart.
Yeah, and he'll
Yeah.
keep deflating because he's pushing 50. And I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna rock it out and just be like, keep giving me more fucking growth hormone. Just fucking
I mean, he's got that are you smarter than a fifth grader gig. He's good.
Yeah, he's fine.
You don't need muscles for that.
He's got that one last year coming up, and then he can stop shooting up.
Jess, you got the next one set up?
Well, mention Brian Trash. He's the only thing he watches is Christmas Evil every year. Well,
Yes.
hey, I'm going to say this now. I may not always, think something's a Christmas movie if we get into that argument, but if a movie brings you into the holiday spirit, who am I to say that it's not your Christmas movie? So enjoy.
And that's Jess. He's a Hallmark card. I'm gonna be much more critical about it.
No,
You're
I might
wrong.
call you, tell you you're fucking ridiculous, but deep down inside, that's how I feel.
Well, there's
So
two
Rumble
kinds of
got-
people, man. There's two kinds of people. There's people who just if there's a tree in the background in any kind of major scene, it's a Christmas movie. And there are people who thinks that the plot needs to revolve around Christmas. And that's like my wife is one of those. And we
I lean that way, but it doesn't mean I don't think it's a great movie, which we'll get into. Right now, the question on the board is, what's your favorite version of the Grinch? So we'll just go ahead and jump to, this is a Jake pick.
Yeah.
And his version is the live action Jim Carrey one.
Me too.
Give me Boris Karloff.
Give me Boris Karloff as well.
I love both. I mean, I guess I go with the original cartoon, but
That's
that
probably my least favorite. I think it's visually stunning, and they got Whoville right. But
I was
the
10
actual
years
movie,
old when that movie came out, dude. That's always going to be my Grinch.
I don't know. I guess I would pick the original. I'm not like super. I don't have big, strong feelings about it. Grinch is like fine. I'm not like a huge fan or nothing.
the new one's all right. Too,
Austin,
but
like yeah, it came out. It's just my Grinch, but it's like, oh, John, I don't know, Jess, Kory can relate, but like my kid's Grinch too.
Yep.
Like this movie, I think this movie will always stand the test of time as far as Christmas classics. Anytime you see somebody, I guess Universal does it a lot, but even just Grinch in general, are portraying this version of the Grinch.
Even,
So yeah, it's
even that new movie, the new animated movie is real fun. Grinch is
Yeah.
just a fun character. There's not a bad representation of Grinch, really.
That universe, Dr. Seuss's universe, is a fun universe.
That Cat in the Hat movie, though, ooh, I'd like to do mushrooms and watch that.
it's yeah,
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, it's Mike Myers' as Cat in the
it's
Hat.
wild.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, live action Cat in the Hat with Mike
When
Myers.
was this?
Oh,
Like
wow.
98?
No, this was a few years after. So it was like 03, 04, after Grinch.
they were trying to
Was
repeat
it
the
after
Grinch's
Grinch?
success.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to look for that.
Was that
It's
his
wild.
last movie?
That
I
sounds
might almost
interesting.
enjoy it more than the Grinch, as far as if you're talking.
Yeah, I need to go
Those two.
find that.
It's a wild, weird movie.
Was that Mike Myers' last movie?
No, he did like Love Guru and shit. He
No,
also
he was
just did
in-
like a series.
He was in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
He was also in Inglourious Bastards.
he pops up like every 4 or 5 years.
Well, he did that weird fucking miniseries for Netflix not long ago.
He was in Bohemian Rhapsody too.
Yeah.
How the Grinch Gaped Christmas is a genuine classic. And I'm not even kidding. Like, the decor is very Christmassy in that movie.
Wow.
Sure that ain't the only thing Christmas.
This is where you come to get all your porn parodies. So
How
I
the
didn't
Grinch
officially
Gaped
do any of
Christmas.
those tonight.
Is there a Grinch porn parody?
How the Grinch Gaped
You know
Christmas.
there is.
Burning Angel. Yes.
Oh, that's real.
all the who's in.
That's not just a clever pun. Like
No, I could go get it right now. I don't think YouTube would like it.
Do it.
Dan, you really need to think about creating like a porn closet and lighting it with like
He's going to get it.
He already has his porn professionally lit. So
yeah, I mean really just adding some mood lighting to it would just
Oh my goodness.
dashing through the I wonder if green is festive. Let's see.
It is.
That's
Red-
festive. There we go.
Spring's always festive.
Too festive. There
You
we
can
go.
even spawn out.
Okay, just festive enough now.
Festival of Lights.
It's Festivus for the rest of us.
Jess, we got
Yes.
the next clip.
I do. I was doing something.
Was it the yearly airing of grievances?
I was shaving. Let's see here. I'll come back.
I'm very fashionable tonight though. I did want you guys to check this out. Look at the bling on
Ooh,
this thing.
killing it.
Very pretty tonight.
That's bougie, man.
It's very bougie. It's my wife's. Wife's, not my wives,
Oh
plural.
my. Oh my.
I got
That is nice, dude.
I got this from Coconuts.
Hold on.
Is it textured too?
Yeah, dude. That's why I got it. I don't care. I mean, I like the Five Nights at Freddy, like how deep it is and shit, but
Yeah.
I just got it because it's like a Pizza Hut cup.
Nice.
You ever just tried to buy Pizza Hut cups like off eBay? I bet they're not that expensive.
I mean, probably not. They're probably in a pretty high quantity around the world.
Yeah.
What do you got there, Dan? Hold on, sorry.
The
Nice.
front cover is safe. How the Grinch gaped Christmas. The
My
back
God.
I cannot show you because the mayor of Whoville is eating the Grinch's ass. But this is a great, great parody. And again, great makeup, great Christmas feel. For the adults, I recommend it.
All right.
Christ, they're $30 a piece.
The Grinch.
No, sorry. Side conversation I was having
Oh
with Chris
yeah,
about
the
about
Pizza Hut cups like this, but the actual Pizza Hut ones.
Oh, God!
Hey man, go run the coconuts, dude. You'll get one of these for like $4.
Nice.
Yeah, everything else is still probably pretty expensive.
They're wiped out. There's a lot of just stuff nobody wants at this point. I think there's still some good stuff, but not movies. Movies are wiped out in the CDs.
Ooh.
Miracle on
somebody.
34th Street.
We lost Jake, but hopefully he'll be able to come back. Miracle on 34th Street. This was my pick. I felt I had to get it up there. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I was surprised that we did have several of you that put some classic Christmas films on there that were old. I've enjoyed this one. The remake's okay that they did in the 90s. But this one truly, I think this one is a piece of cinematic art and a wonderful, wonderful Christmas holiday movie. You got footage of the actual Macy's Day Thanksgiving Day parade back then. Some of the balloons. It's just, yeah, one again that I enjoyed as a kid. I think my mom probably put this upon me. You know, in the 80s, we still had some limited selections. If you were going to have your fill.
This is a classic. I mean, the remake from the 90s with Dylan McDermott's pretty good too.
Yeah, I actually like that one. The Matilda girl, I can't ever remember her name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matilda girl.
I knew who he was talking about, man. So.
For the stimulus
works.
package,
That works.
New Year's Eve. Only on S'mores Indoors.
Well, if you enjoyed the new one and hadn't given this one a try, do. If you haven't seen either, start here. Good. Just, yeah, I enjoy it. Classic. Not much else to say. And I'll set up the next one. Banter.
I've never seen those, by the way.
Seen one.
I haven't either.
The Miracle on 30. I've never watched the remake or the original.
Okay,
I've
as
seen
we
the
talked
original.
about
It's just
earlier,
been years.
let me ask him this. Have you seen It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You've seen it?
And I've seen A Christmas Story.
Who hasn't seen that?
This guy right here.
How'd you fucking avoid it?
Yeah, it's hard to miss, man.
Just didn't turn the channel to the channel it was playing on.
It's a good
Or
movie,
if it
man.
was playing on a TV, I'd walk out of the room.
Oh, you don't like it?
I
don't
just
either.
never had any interest in ever seeing it.
It's good, dude. You should watch it.
I already told Jess I'd give it a shot at some point.
Kory, I'm surprised because I know you like classic movies from that era, so I'm surprised.
The dad and his neighbors, that shit is priceless. Like,
I like movies that were actually made in the 40s, not movies that are apparently based in the 40s.
But It's a Wonderful Life. I mean,
Bob Clark grew up in the 40s. He's probably bringing a lot of his childhood there, right?
yeah.
Well, I'd
Presumably.
say, yeah, that was the nostalgia grab back then, right? Like, we're still doing them today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just for
I'll give it a
the
shot at
oldest of
some
us.
point.
It's kind of like the Blob from the 80s.
What's up, Cole?
That's a homage to like the 50s movies that the people who made it like grew up on, you know. You can't hate on that.
That's true, sir. It's addicting, and we're all communists now.
Everybody coming out in the chat tonight. Good to see everyone.
Yes. Merry Christmas, Cole.
Oh, I found my grinder.
I do have a very unique French Canadian Christmas movie tonight on my list. So,
Well, let's move on. So we'll get to that. This next batch, I'm going to kind of do quick.
okay.
Because there are 3 different picks, but obviously from the same, well, you'll understand. This is actually my pick. I'm going to go in the order of the years. It's a Christmas story or a Christmas Carol, titled here in the States and Scrooge in the UK. But this is my favorite. This is the definitive version for me, I think. Other than Mickey's Christmas Carol.
You know, it's tough because I
like that one too.
It's a good one.
The Muppets is a good one too.
The Muppets Christmas Carol is top tier.
And I'm not
If
a
we're
Muppet
counting,
guy, but
if we're counting Scrooged is the official one for me.
Is it really?
If we're counting it, yeah.
It's not a bad pick.
I love that movie so
I
much.
fucking love that Muppets Christmas Carol though.
Has anybody seen the Hulu one? I've been thinking about watching, or it was an FX miniseries, like 3 hours.
Oh, is it the one with Guy Pearce?
Yeah.
So that one, I really liked it, but that is like doing the Christmas Carol as like a more serious drama. Like it's good. If you know the story, I recommend it, but it's not the same like light, happy Christmas.
Well, no, that's what I want to see a darker. I like what's going on in the Christmas Carol, and I want to get like in there. So I think I might like it.
It's not a horror. It's not a horror movie though, but
Yes.
it is darker.
Yeah.
Steak, I just want to let you know that we already did your favorite movie, Gremlins. So
Which, by the way, I'll get back to steak sauces here in a second, but I'm going to pull this up too. Get you. This was actually
There you go.
a pick by Chris Overholt, who was again supposed to be here.
Well, Chris Overholt has good taste.
I remember seeing it in the theater.
And I think I did too, Dan, with my dad. And it was all right. I like it. I don't. It has elements I thought were going to be different, even as a kid. But
You
I
have to know
I
the
like it.
story going in. It's an unusual one because I know some people who've seen Scrooged and have never watched any of the actual,
Oh, you must.
Well, I feel like even if you've never watched it, you know the gist of it.
Oh, I knew the
just-
story
yeah.
well when I saw it.
Enough like TV shows did like a riff
Yeah.
on it as an episode.
Like
You have an
every
understanding.
TV show that's
Yeah.
gone past 6 seasons has probably like at least referenced it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's it's fine.
I like that one.
It's perfect to me, man. It's like, of course, it's like perfect timing. I love like anything from like 88 and on, and like just like the parody of like the TV station with all the fake commercials and shit. I eat that shit up. I love Bill Murray. Like, there's nothing. That movie's a perfect Christmas movie to me, almost.
Scrooged.
Yeah.
So that is in your top. That would have been on your list.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I like it. I don't love it. Maybe every 5 years I'll watch it around Christmas.
Well, Jake, this is your preferred version right here, correct?
Jim Carrey. Yep. That is,
Oh,
that is
okay.
my
I actually
preferred
forgot
version.
about that one.
Jake's, yeah.
I like that one. That's the one. Like I just own the DVD of that one, and I throw it in every like few
Why
years.
is he humping a chess piece?
Jake, yeah, I mean, Jake, forgive me, but I think this is one of the worst versions. It's
No, sir.
It's
I don't know,
lower.
man.
It is
It's
lower
lower
tier. I don't hate it, but it is lower tier.
Yeah.
From somebody who's seen them all, like his
Yeah.
Grinch, I think is actually a lot of fun. Yeah, this one I saw it once. What up, son?
I'll try to watch this one. Either I'll kind of rotate this and the Muppets Christmas Carol every year. I like both of them a lot. But it's not Christmas till you watch the Christmas, at least a version of a Christmas Carol.
Hey, Andrew. But again, if it brings you joy, I'm glad you enjoy it. And I'm glad you enjoyed the story of A Christmas Carol, no matter how you get it, whether it's from Mickey, that one, Alistair Sim, Scrooged.
Don't forget
Beavis
the
and-
Patrick Stewart one.
Patrick Stewart
Yeah.
one is
TNT original it was back in the day.
acceptable for sure. Is it
What's
Willard
the
Scott or George C. Scott?
George C. Scott, yeah.
George C. Scott.
is a live action one in the 90s?
There is a really obscure one just called Ebenezer, and it takes place in the Wild West. Jack Palance plays Scrooge.
Oh shit!
Yeah, never made it past VHS from what I recall, but check out the Jack Palance one. I believe it was Ebenezer. But yeah, it's like Old West if you want another different take on the story. Maybe Tubi or YouTube has that because it was like right before DVD came out, maybe like 96 or so, 97.
Brian Trash says Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Another good one. I don't
Yeah,
watch it
look at
every
that.
year, but it is good. Ah,
Oh, you missed the big reveal, zombie. Ah. All right.
All right.
We ready for the next one, Jess?
I am. This is a Dan pick.
ooh, which one? I did some classy, some trashy tonight.
Well, you decide.
Oh, okay. So this is a 1997 TV movie called The Christmas List with Mimi Rogers.
Does that say Lifetime in the corner there?
Yeah, I think it actually was originally like an ABC Family movie, if I recall. It hasn't been replayed in a good 5 or 6 years. It is on YouTube, though. A couple different versions if you want to watch it. She's just she works for a department store. Her life is just not quite what she wants it to be, has an overbearing mother, and she decides to just drop a Christmas list in a mall. Santa letters to the North Pole, and her wishes start coming true, just not in the ways she'd expect. This is just a one to watch with the family. I watch it every year. My mom loves it, so I always watch it with her. And yeah, just no perversion. I'm not just pervert Santa. I told you.
Do
I
you
was
not? Hang
gonna
on, though.
do
Time out.
this.
Do you not enjoy it a little bit because Mimi Rogers has gigantic tits?
I did have a thing for Mimi Rogers.
Everyone did,
Growing
man.
up.
It's weird. Look at Tom Cruise got trash. I mean, I don't know why.
Someone to watch over me. I always just thought she was a beautiful lady. The
Like,
rap.
she'd have sex
the
with you and then,
rapper.
like make you food afterwards. I feel like.
Yeah, she's a wholesome kind of sexy.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can enjoy the jugs, but she's gonna have a very nice meal for you afterwards.
Oh, for sure, man. There's something based in right now. You know.
Full body massage on Blu-ray from Unearthed Films for Mimi
Yeah.
in all her glory, but none of that in this one because
You were almost wholesome for a second, Dan.
Half a
well,
second.
Jonathan brought up her jugs first, so I blame.
Were we not supposed to? I mean, her co-stars.
No,
Not in this though. Not in this.
you're perfectly fine to bring those up, Jonathan.
Yes, I can't promise other picks are going to be wholesome, but there's a wholesome one. I think I have one wholesome one left, or a couple. I actually have a few. I think I gave you like 10 of these. So you are
You're
muted.
Jeff.
You're very muted, Jess.
Like there's degrees.
Yeah.
In,
Dude, you're
in the
very
light
muted.
socket. So that's all I have to say about that.
He was deep in it, is what I mean. He was a piece in.
I was just saying I haven't seen half of Dan's picks here.
Well, that one's on YouTube. That one's family friendly. I think it's quite good for what it is. You know, you have to be into the Hallmark type movies, but yeah. Jess was breaking down the Mimi Rogers classic, The Rapture. He gave his full review, and we didn't get to hear it.
Well, this next pick is a Kory pick, and Chris Overholt also had backed it up. And honestly, it would have been in my honorable mentions. I had a hard time keeping them off my list, and I'm putting them together. But
Because
it's
they're that fucking awesome.
Home Alone 1 and 2.
There we
Good
go.
shit.
That is my pick
Yeah.
too, brother.
Oh, was
Good
that
shit,
on there?
Yep. Those are mine.
Oh, sorry, Jake. And Jake too, everyone.
I actually just rewatched Home Alone last night. The first one. I'll probably watch the second one tonight or tomorrow night.
Yeah, this is like every year. Like,
Yeah. This is good shit.
This could be so far the largest one on. I think it is the largest of the group's agreed upon lists, from what I see.
Yeah, I mean, I love them. I don't watch them every year, though. I'm not like has to be in my rotation guy, but
Like
this.
So we were talking about how like It's a Wonderful Life is a classic Christmas movie. And then the term instant classic has been thrown around a lot more recently. This was an instant classic. This movie was so freaking huge. I remember, Jess, do you remember how long it played in our movie theater?
The first one,
Yeah.
I knew it was big. I mean, that's all you heard about that season, as
Yeah.
far as that.
yeah, everybody
Macaulay
did
Culkin and Home
though.
Alone, and yeah,
Like that was like referenced everywhere, like immediately and over and over.
And Home Alone 2 was almost as big, but I remember I was doing a play out at the college. I was 11 years old, and the manager of the theater at the time was involved in it, and he opened it up for us one night after it all closed. And I remember watching a preview for Home Alone 2, Lost in New York is why that came on. And we ended up watching Bram Stoker's Dracula, but the other choice was Home Alone 2. We watched a whole reel of trailers too. But Bram Stoker's Dracula is what we watched. Anyway, I like both the Home Alone 2 or the Home Alone 1 and 2. I think they're great. The crap that came after, no.
Yeah, I never bothered to watch any of them after 2. So
No, they're
It's hard to argue them as not
I
being a
went-
classic now.
Polka.
They may not be everybody's favorites, but they're still.
holy shit, Kory.
If you don't mind riding with some polka bums,
It's great.
that
Hey, now can you forget Elvis in the background?
Polka.
that whole role by John Candy, if he really improved all that, he's like a genius.
John Candy is a genius. I miss John Candy. I remember renting because I remember being like disappointed with Wagons East, which is the one he died on. But then Canadian Bacon, even though he shot it before that came out later, and I thought that has to be hilarious, and that kind of disappointed too. But other than that, like he's got a record of almost all bangers.
Somebody brought up Delirious, which I haven't thought of in years. I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good one.
I watched JFK the other night, and I forgot he was in that. It's like, I don't even know how to describe him in that. He's like, yeah, daddy, oh.
All right.
What do we got next, Jess?
We've got another Dan pick here.
Oh. Oh, okay. So One Magic Christmas. This actually came up on one of our streams last year, but this is, truth be told, this is more of a favorite of my mom's than mine. But it's a 1985 film. Great cast: Mary Steenburgen, Harry Dean Stanton. It's always a movie that she has to watch every year, and it's kind of depressing.
Very.
Yeah, it ends happy. I mean, that's the thing. It ends happy. But the road there, like, this is a downer of a movie. I mean, I don't want to spoil it all. I mean,
No, because it's a trip if you ever watch this. And
Never heard of it.
Oh,
I remember watching it as a little kid. They aired it on the Disney Channel when it was a pay channel. I would say that.
And it's like, what a fucking bummer. But it is a good movie. Like, Mary Steenburgen's marriage in this, like, whoa. Like, I think it made me want to be single when I was like 5 years old. I was just like, no, I'm good. This sucks. But no, there's a good message. It's another one since Sarah Polley is in this one. Jan Rubes plays Santa Claus. Wayne Robson, who you may not know, but Canadian character actor that's in everything. Really good cast, really good movie. Just a little heavier.
I liked it. It was one I put an asterisk on that almost would have made my top 10. That I'm sorry that I couldn't have on my list. So I was glad you had it.
That's not the Canadian one I was talking about, actually, but it is Canadian.
And I think it is on Disney Plus right now, if anybody is interested.
Yeah, check it out. Like I said, it's just not. It wouldn't be made today.
No,
it's just it's a little different, a little heavier.
It's a very dark Christmas theme.
Yeah, but still a family movie. There's nothing.
There's some light in it, but it's not perverse, but it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
It is.
Not for everyone, but I did enjoy it as a kid.
Yep. 40th anniversary coming up on that one. Oh. Okay. So there you go. I told you, not all perverted.
No.
But there is still one coming, but yeah.
Sorry.
So what do we got coming up next here, Jess?
We're gonna go with. Sorry, it's such a pain in the ass to set up now.
Oh, you're
okay.
You're fine. You're doing great.
That is all right.
There's a lot of Christmas movies that are actually pretty dark. I mean, even It's a Wonderful Life, the guy's trying to commit suicide. I mean,
yeah. Okay. I figured someone was going to pick this one.
It was actually me and Chris Overholt again. And Jake, was this on your list?
It was not.
No. I didn't. Okay. So me and Chris Overholt, somebody had to have it. Yeah. I wanted to do the Vacation franchise this month, but Kory wouldn't let me.
There's only one that has to do with Christmas.
Yeah.
They're all good except Vegas Vacation.
No, Vegas was good.
Which, funny story, Vegas Vacation, Jess and I actually went and seen in the theaters when it came out. So.
We did. Yes, one of the weaker. It's the weaker entry of the first four movies for sure, and possibly of the main franchise. But it's still a fun vacation movie. But we won't get into this. Christmas Vacation is a classic.
Yes. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite Christmas movie.
Nice slasher video.
Like, this is my Christmas story.
Squirrel.
Like, you know how Christmas Story plays like 24/7? For some reason, every Christmas, like before we went to dinner and after we went to dinner, this would be on somewhere. So I watched this movie like a bajillion times.
Me too. I saw this in the theater with my mom and dad.
Yeah, we went and saw it in theaters too.
And just, great memories. we were already fans of the original. And I like European more than Vegas, but I still like Vegas Vacation.
I get that.
The two best, they're equal as the original and this one are my top two. But I do like Europe. I like all the main franchise ones.
European might be my least. Well, I haven't seen Vegas in a long time. I can't judge it, but
They're
European
both
is-
worthy outings with the Griswolds. Come on, haters. Haters gonna hate. Nice. See,
Yeah, I
Christmas,
think
Christmas memories, bringing up Christmas memories.
yeah, I mean, we had this gap between like we'd go to my grandma's, we'd eat dinner, and there would be a breather before we went and opened presents for Santa to come or whatever. And this was always on. Like I couldn't imagine going through a year without watching this on Christmas. It wouldn't feel like Christmas at all.
It's a very funny movie. I mean, it's gonna hit you at least a few times, I think. And yeah, I mean, my family's basically the Griswolds. Like we still go all out, but there was a time where it was insane.
I have not watched this movie.
How the hell did you?
Wow.
On
There was
TV
always
or
other movies I
rental?
wanted to watch before this.
Are you just not a big Christmas person all around? Is that what the issue
Well,
is?
I love Christmas. That's not the problem. The problem was always there was other movies I wanted to watch. So, what's the one where they go to the amusement park?
Vacation.
That's Vacation.
Vacation. Okay, I've seen that one like 500 million times. So, I'm just anytime Christmas came around, I just never wanted to watch it. So
They're all very different.
Yeah.
yes, but it's still Chevy Chase and the wife, and it's just I don't want to watch it.
You need to watch it, dog. You need to watch it.
I'm not I'm not saying I will never watch it. I just it's been long enough that I have not seen
Not
any of
every
the other vacation movies
with
How I would
muscles,
watch it.
Corey, but we still have to watch other movies.
Yeah, not everything's how the Grinch gaped Christmas, dude.
Well, nothing.
No, that's a Dan thing. That's a
nothing
Dan
is how
thing.
the Grinch gave Christmas.
It's
And
not.
I watch all sorts of different Christmas movies. As you'll see, though, we haven't. I don't think we've really hit too many of mine yet. So
Well, let's go right into this.
Canadian one, I bet Corey is saying somehow.
Here is what Kory wanted to do this month, and I wouldn't let him. Well, he
that's a
wanted to do
fucking
the-
Christmas movie.
I put
I agree.
Die Hard and Die Hard 2 together.
I don't quite get now. I love the Die Hard movies, but I don't quite get this thing like you have to watch it at Christmas. It's another one where it's just like if I feel like watching it, I'll watch it. It doesn't
That's
have
me.
to be a Christmas
But
watch.
this
Well,
is
for
a
me-
Christmas movie.
For me, it's
It brings a family together. Come on now.
I'm
I
not
think-
hating on Die Hard.
I think if you're the person that watches it on Christmas, it's just become tied to Christmas for you. It's not necessarily that it's so over the top Christmassy that you couldn't watch it, but you're used to watching it on Christmas, and it's kind of just become that for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not
The only
hating
thing
on
It's
tradition.
more Christmassy is if he hung the big Viking dude with fucking Christmas lights. Otherwise,
See, that's what I was saying earlier.
Lethal Weapon's also a Christmas movie that doesn't get the.
So is Dark
And it's
Angel,
on my
Trance
list.
is not.
Trancers,
And
I Come in Peace or Dark
No.
Angel, yes.
Invasion
That's me,
USA.
Yeah. Watch Chuck Norris fuck up some bad guys this Christmas instead of Bruce.
I like the Die Hard franchise. I can watch it.
The
I love
first
with a
four.
vengeance. As a summer franchise, because if I'm going to watch one of them, I usually watch them all.
Yeah.
And
And
Again,
If
not
Die
hating.
Hard is a Christmas movie to you, again, if it brings you in the spirit, great. To me, it's more of a great fucking action film. And I
What
can
is
watch.
more Christmassy than now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think after 1 and 2, Christmas is gone for the franchise. So
Which I'm surprised because that whole thing started at that point. So you would think they'd still just make it Christmas somehow.
I don't
And
remember any
I'm
of the
not gonna,
sequels
like-
at this point.
oh,
For
man,
Die Hard?
3's awesome.
I haven't seen them in
that
so
might
long.
be the best
Oh,
movie.
you need to rewatch
with a
them.
vengeance.
Just the first 4. Anything after that, don't even.
Well, there's
bother.
only 5,
Only
and
5.
it's awful. It's sad it had to end on that note.
I don't want to say it's awful. I don't
It is
mind the one where
awful.
they go to Russia.
The first 4 movies are awesome, and that 5th one is awful.
I don't want to say it's awful.
And I'm trying to stop screen. Sorry, it's quite a chore.
That's okay.
Next one, let's go down to a Dan pick.
Okay.
Okay. Bring her up.
I don't think I've ever seen a Chuck Norris movie where he's a robot.
I haven't either, I don't think.
You can see Hellbound where he fights the devil. Okay,
That's
so
cool.
Anna and the Apocalypse. This is a newer one. It's a Christmas
Oh, God.
horror musical. Don't oh God me, Jake.
I just did because this fucking thing blows.
I like this one a lot. The music's good. It's a UK based zombie Christmas musical, and it's a lot better than you would think.
It is not. So don't let Dan lie to you or try to fool you into watching this. 'cause
Hollywood
it's not good.
ending, great music. I
No.
really do like this one a lot. It came
I
out
hate-
I really do not like
6 or
this.
7 years ago now.
I hate musicals for the most part.
And you're not
But
gonna
this-
like this.
No, I've seen it and it was like funny.
Yeah.
We are.
It's
I-
not like a classic though, no. It's like a one-time watch for me.
I like it. What can I say? I think this movie's charming. It has the Christmas spirit. And yes, once again, not everything's perverted.
Wholesome Dan.
Wholesome Dan. I still have, like I said, there's only one more kind of perverted one on my list.
Okay. Well, I've never seen it. Hadn't
Well,
really
don't
heard
waste
anybody
your
talk
time.
about it. Okay.
Yeah, you
I don't know about that, Jess. You might like it. You might like it.
It's not good.
Musicals, I did like the music in this one. So, catchy tunes.
All right. This is a Jake and Kory pick.
Oh, okay.
It's not to say I don't like the next 2. I prefer this one over those 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
this is by far the best of the trilogy.
Well,
Even 2.
they did like a 4th one kind of.
A series,
show.
and it's
Yeah.
not bad.
but I don't think it's not. The continuity's a little wonky on that series they did.
Slightly, yes, but
This
it was
This
still
one's
fun.
fine.
This one's great.
Yeah, it's not like a yearly watch for me. Like, it's fine. It sounds better on paper than it actually is.
That's nice. You got Tim the Toolman Taylor. It ain't Christmas till Santa fucking falls off the roof and Tim the Toolman Taylor takes his place. Okay.
Well,
I will say Tim Allen does have a spot in our Christmas hearts here, and we'll get to that too. Because this wouldn't have necessarily been in my top 10 though, but I do like this movie quite a bit.
Yeah,
I
like
watched
Christmas
this.
with the Cranks. That's another Tim Allen Christmas movie.
Oh yeah,
on
with
the list?
Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, they decide to skip Christmas, and the neighbors
The
don't.
town
take
ain't having it, brother.
Yeah, see, like I would say that's actually a better Christmas movie than Santa Claus.
No. I grew up with that.
Dan,
I
you
grew up
shut
with
your
Santa
whore.
Claus.
Well, you go watch it. It's a Wonderful Life and some of the classic Christmas Story. God damn it!
Santa Claus
I said I'll
rocks.
watch it at some point, but
Maybe one day.
One day.
Yeah, I don't. Santa. I like the Santa Clauses. They're not a yearly watch for me, but I don't hate them either.
We usually watch them every year, all three.
all right, I'll check that out, Zombie.
Oh, it's like a video game. Yeah, I was trying to think like where Chuck Norris.
No,
was
it's a movie. He said he thinks the trailer's on YouTube.
with Chuck Norris.
Yeah, apparently it's new. Came out this year.
Oh well,
Is
shit.
this the
then I'm
movie?
gonna look.
I think I know. There was something with it where it's like, and I don't think it's supposed to be good.
They cast him as a robot because he's too old to pull off anything but like real stiff movement now. Probably.
I think the thing is there's only like a certain amount of scenes that he shot, and they reused a bunch of stuff. If
I was
I'm
gonna say,
remembering
'cause
correctly.
He's been
I s-
like retired for a while.
Yeah, and I saw him in a recent like commercial for something, and like he wasn't on screen very much, and when he was, it was like something was majorly off. But like his wife did most of the talking in the commercial, and it was kind of sad.
I'm just a little disappointed in the chat here how much they don't like.
Yeah, I think that was a
Santa
supplement
Claus.
commercial.
Well, I still have. Well, I'm gonna actually say two. Cole brought it up, but it's kind of connected. That I don't think anybody's probably seen, but you need to. There you go.
Who had this one?
Oh, I just mentioned it. I think, unless it's on the list, I don't know.
It's being Jess's, I guess.
You are muted, Jess, if you're talking again.
Damn it, I am. Thank you.
I just suspected you might be talking.
No, this is mine, and it is on my list, and I guess that means I'm saying it's better than the Santa Claus because this shouldn't be on my list. But for some reason, my wife and we watched it years back, not long after it first came out. And it most of the time has become an annual movie. I think it's one of the better modern Christmas movies. Can you still call it modern?
Yes,
Yeah,
damn
it
it.
was what, early
Yeah.
2000s?
Early to mid.
Yeah, maybe
mid.
Wait,
No, it was like 06, so it was mid for sure because it wasn't that
Is-
long after it that my wife and I were within a year or two of its release.
Is this they decide to skip Christmas and
Yeah.
then their daughter's coming home?
Yeah.
So they have. Okay, yeah.
I got to get the hickory honey ham.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I may have seen this. I don't remember it though.
I just think
I
it's
like
a lot of
Tim
fun.
Allen though, so
And
I mean-
the cast: Jamie Lee Curtis, Dan Aykroyd,
Kid from
Emmett
Malcolm.
Walsh. Yeah,
Yeah, if I had to pick between this and Santa Claus, I'd pick this probably personally.
it's
I
fun.
still wouldn't. But
Cole says
like
it's bad, like as bad as the one with Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick.
I haven't seen that one. Deck the Halls, is that what that's called?
Yeah,
I haven't seen
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and that's on my list too, and that's around this similar type of movie, and I think it's the other modern.
So Cole's saying your taste sucks, Jess Graham.
These are probably the most modern ones I've really got a kick out of because of their.
there's one more modern one that I wanted to add, but I didn't. I don't know if anybody did.
Well,
I
what-
didn't have it on my list, but I was curious. Well, I'll wait because it might come up.
Yeah.
There's
that
one
whole-
movie that if it doesn't end up here, I'm going to be a little disgruntled.
Okay,
I
well,
think I know what you're talking about, and it's on my list, Chris. So don't worry.
Hope so.
I'm
Danny DeVito has a new one out this year, I believe. I don't know. I can't remember what it was called.
This is fun. It's got Christian Chenoweth. It's got.
I don't think I've
kinda like-
seen this one.
It's fun gags, It's if you like Cranks, give it a try. Even though they're really completely different movies, except for Christmas and the time they were released. They have that mid to late 2000s feel. I don't know.
Ben says Ernest Saves Christmas better be on the
We'll
list.
stick around and we'll
Don't-
find
don't-
out.
It
worry,
will
brother.
be.
Starting to
We got this guy. This guy.
get
Yeah.
through
Not
these.
on my list. But
Wait.
Who got to send me stuff hasn't gotten a pick in a while. Oh wait, no, I had one ready to go up. Hold on. Because we were also talking about similar things.
I should have asked if you needed help to find any of these. I know IMDb's tricky sometimes.
I usually do okay. It's how I have to present them. Fucking
damn
straight
good
right now.
Christmas movie.
This is a Kory pick, and he's the only one.
Nice.
I just want to throw out an honorable mention of First Blood as well.
This is
I mean,
the
there's a
same Die
Christmas
Hard
tree
argument,
in the sheriff station, I guess.
and I think Die Hard's a better movie. Lethal
what?
Weapon's okay. Then Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon
which-
is better than okay.
Which one does Joe Pesci start showing up in? 2?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no. Lethal Weapon 2 is way better.
They fuck you at the drive-through.
Yeah, Joe Pesci makes everything better, man.
That's still true. Quote that line. You want anything to say about this before we head into Lethal Weapon?
I will say that's coming up on a review for Flesh Wound Farce, so check that out.
I like Lethal Weapon. I just don't think Christmas. Like, it don't need to be Christmas for me to watch Lethal Weapon movies.
Yeah, I have no association with it.
There's
Have
still
no
the new one.
association with Lethal Weapon.
It being Christmas. Like
Yeah,
I
I
could
don't-
watch it anytime.
I can watch it anytime. Like, especially after one. If I'm going to watch one, I'm going to watch them all, right? And then the first one's the only one set on Christmas, right?
Yeah, that's why it's the only one on my list.
That's how I feel about
Yeah,
Die
so,
Hard. You know, I can watch
I
it
agree with
anytime.
you on that.
Die Hard 2 takes place on Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
dissing that part. If you
come
do,
on.
then sweet. I just don't, you know. But yeah, I've got tons
Maybe-
like that, and I don't give a
maybe
fuck if
like-
anybody else agrees with me.
I'll start them in the winter, but it don't necessarily mean, yeah, I have to watch them.
Well, there's still that new one coming, so we'll see.
Joe Pesci better be in it.
Well, this next
I
pick
would-
is a Dan pick. If you're ready to move on,
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got? Sleazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So Triple Xmas, not an adult film. I'll get that out of the way first and foremost.
are you
This
sure?
is from friend of Flesh Wound Features, James Dean, not that James Dean,
The
and
porn star James Dean.
not that one, the
Oh,
different
okay.
James Dean. But this is
The only other James Dean I know of is dead.
yeah, well, that James, yeah, definitely not that James Dean. But this is a killer Santa slasher. It is on the sexy side, but again, it's not an adult movie. It stars a friend of S'mores Indoors, Jessa Flux, is in this one, and it's basically crazy Santa killing people on an adult film shoot. It features one of my personal favorites, Dolly Lee, of such classics as The Office Slut and Boffing the Babysitter. She's great in this. And I just think this one's fun. It's low budget, it's sleazy, but if you've seen you guys have all seen the classic Christmas horror films. If you want some pretty girls and some schlock, Triple Xmas is a lot of fun. Drew Marvick plays the killer Santa. He's kind of a go-to guy in a lot of these low-budget horror movies now. So check it out.
Yeah, I started watching this one. I didn't quit because I didn't like it, but I did stop at 20 minutes in. I need to finish it.
Go to the bathroom kind of thing. I get it. Like,
Get distracted.
it's easy to get distracted in that one. And there's a lot of Jessa and there's a lot of Dolly. So there you go. There you go.
Hadn't heard of it until you presented that, and hadn't seen it. Might not either.
So
No.
Elves and Triple Xmas. Okay.
Do it, Jess. Oh, that's a hell of a double feature,
I
probably.
need to watch. I need to watch those two before I watch A Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation.
No, you definitely do not.
I'm still getting to the ultimate pick, though. I'm still getting to the ultimate pick.
We'll
Which is
get there. The list is getting shorter finally, or looking like we're making some progress.
Yes.
You know, we talk about horror films a lot throughout the years and these other, that's why action films. During the Christmas season, it just kind of becomes mostly Christmas movies, TV shows. Every now and then I'll take a break. But
I'll throw in, like, I'll rotate the Christmas horror, maybe 3 of them a year, but I don't really. I'll try to slow down on the horror.
yeah. Well, yeah, every maybe 3 or 4 years, I might watch something like A Silent Night, Deadly Nights or something like that. But it mostly stays lighthearted in this month. And I think this was brought up. This is a Jake pick, mainly. I've got to say, if he didn't pick this, I'd have to truly debate on my list of removing something and putting this on there. And yes, somebody else mentioned in the chat, I think, just recently.
1988. Ernest Saved Christmas
Good
for
year.
all of us. Okay, so if it wasn't for Ernest P. Worrell, we would not have Christmas.
We wouldn't be sitting here talking about it.
That's right. So
He's going to win the Royal Rumble this year. Wouldn't it be funny if he finished his run just as Ernest? It's like John Cena couldn't get it done the last couple of years, and then he's just coming out as Ernest.
This might have been my only Ernest movie I saw in theaters. Took my dad. I remember him getting a kick out of the air brakes line, and I was obviously really young. Just good memories. So yeah, it's a Christmas classic for sure. And we did a commentary on Jay's channel, and some of you, I'm sure, were there too.
Yeah.
A couple years ago over Christmas. A lot of fun.
it's a great one. Gotta watch it. This is the one I gotta watch every year.
There you go.
Good choice, Jake. Good freaking choice. Any other thoughts? Any other Ernest fans out there? Kory, chat.
I am not an Ernest fan.
I'm not a Kory fan.
I got burned out.
Kory, dude.
out on Ernest as a kid because his stupid show, and then
Whoa!
it was
whoa. Ain't nothing
it
about
was everywhere,
Hey
and I
Ernest,
didn't
Ernest,
fucking
and
care
stupid.
about it. And then
Kory,
Right.
what's going on,
doing
man?
movies, and I'm just like, oh my god, just go away. So
You got some repressed childhood trauma, I think, that you need to work through. You don't like Ernest.
well, I'm gonna say the fucking 90s happened. Fucking hate the 90s. Fuck the 90s.
Oh my God, Kory, take a breather, bro.
Chris
I'm
is going to delete you off.
I'm trying.
all
No
social
control
media.
over what this man says.
All
All right, I think I'm good.
don't like Ernest.
Did we talk about Just Friends? My head wanders. Kory.
No, that
good
was
movie.
One I just couldn't pick something to take off, put on there. I love Just
Yeah.
Friends, though.
That'd be me with Just Friends too. I couldn't replace what I had on my list, but
Ben,
definitely
you
a
are
worthy
so
movie.
wrong.
No, that's true. 90s
No,
was
the
the
80s
peak of
was the
humanity.
greatest. The 80s were the
He-
greatest. Deal with it.
Listen,
90s is the
Takes the
peak of
90s.
humanity, Kory.
because
Sorry.
grunge music happened and his little hair metal died.
How can it die? It's still alive.
Nah, it's
Hair metal is.
Along with-
Hardcore Superstar, Santa Cruz, Crazy Licks. Need I go on? Girish and the Chronicles.
Yeah,
Bloody
go
Heel.
on.
I've never
until
heard
you-
of any of these
you
bands,
kinda-
man.
It's because you don't listen to rock and roll. That's why.
In a minute, Jake is going to
I mean,
sick rim job from that movie on you. So
It's
be
rim
careful.
shot, goddamn it.
but the
man.
thing is, Kory, I didn't listen to I listened to rock and roll. I didn't listen to hair metal, but I was aware of it because it was still alive.
I mean, they
What you
put
call
makeup
hair metal
on
is
and
hard
had
rock.
girl hair
80s
dudes.
hard rock.
No.
I'm sorry, I don't ever see anybody driving down the road listening to fucking Nirvana, screaming at the top of their lungs the
Hey.
lyrics to fucking Teen Spirit, but you can hear people screaming at the top of their lungs the lyrics to fucking Cherry Pie.
You mean come over
I
there and
mean,
pour some sugar on you?
I don't
Yes,
know how to
maybe-
take that
maybe you
statement.
Andrew, is it past your bedtime, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know.
You just say the 2000s, my friend.
Oh,
Generations.
Lord.
It's generations.
The 2000s was the beginning of the decline. It was still cool, but it was going downhill from that point.
So what movie are we on, Jess? Let's keep this thing going.
All right. This
Please
is
pick
my
something from the
pick. We'll get
90s.
this out of the way because unless Dan and I are probably the only ones who've seen this movie.
I would hope not, but yeah, very good pick.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has a few weak moments about it, but it is a solid it's a holiday movie, Christmas movie, Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
And this is the movie, a lot of people may not know this, or they may, I don't know. The first time the song White Christmas appears, it's in this movie, not White Christmas.
Yeah,
I
no,
move White Christmas off my list.
you owe it
Anyway.
to yourself to see it once.
This is a better movie than White Christmas. I said it.
They're both good. They're both good.
Okay. And the next one. Okay, hold on.
I'm all out of Santa with muscles facts. So that was the movie that he was making though before the big NWO heel turn.
Okay.
Actually, it was where he was informed of the heel turn while he was shooting it.
Jay coming in with some 80s hard rock facts.
That sounds like a B Killer Frog movie. Crocus.
They did the song Ballroom Blitz.
Oh. It's a good song.
You and 100 other people might have heard it.
You mean hundreds of thousands of people? Okay.
Crocus selling out arenas all over the country.
This movie here,
It's a Kory pick.
this is a Kory pick. If you look at the lead actor in the movie, you'll easily come up with that conclusion. I'm not saying this is a great movie, but it is a Christmas movie that stars my favorite actor of all time, Humphrey Bogart. So it made my list. So.
How do you see that though and not It's a Wonderful Life? It's a good movie, but I don't get it.
I've seen It's a Wonderful Life. Jake hasn't.
Jake hasn't. Okay. All right.
I have not seen it. No. And the more Kory keeps shitting on Ernest in the 90s, I'm never going to watch this shit.
No, this is it's not a horrible movie. It's about three convicts who escape from prison on Devil's Island and are hiding out in a store that they're planning on robbing and end up having Christmas dinner with his family and change their minds. It's a nice movie. It's a nice Christmas movie.
I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Have you ever seen it, Jess?
I did on your recommendation, and I like it, but I don't remember it being a Christmas movie.
Yeah, they have Christmas dinner with the family. It's what changes their mind about robbing the place.
I just didn't remember that it had a Christmas feel. Did it take place in Los Angeles?
No.
Okay. But I have seen it because it was on your recommendation. I watched it out when I lived out there.
It's a good one.
Well, this next pick is a Dan pick,
Ooh, okay.
and we'll await further instructions.
Oh, all right. Yeah, this is a horror sci-fi film that takes place during Christmas. It's a family that wake up on Christmas Day and find their house just covered by this this mysterious black substance. They can't get out, and the TV starts talking to them, giving them instructions. If you're a fan of Black Mirror, or you just want a good creepy, it's not a slasher or anything like that, but just a good scary Christmas watch, check it out. It's really good. David Bradley plays the grandpa. He's really good in this movie. Yeah, I think it might be on Netflix or one of the main streamers. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's on one of them. So I highly recommend it. Maybe it's Shudder right now. I don't know, but await further instructions is a banger.
I second that. I love that movie.
Yeah, really creepy. We watch a lot of like Christmas slashers, which we all love, but if you want a break from that, await further instructions is very good.
Yeah, it's like a what happens to people when you trap them in a room together.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
they start turning on each other, and
Well, speaking of, we talk about Christmas horror or winter horror. Oh, by the way, Jay says it's a great movie.
It is. It's really good.
This is a Jake pick.
Oh, yeah, brother.
I figured somebody was going to take it. Yearly watch for me too.
Yep.
I
This
don't watch it
VH
yearly, but I enjoy the movie.
Yeah, this VHS cover, was this 97?
think so.
96 it was made, but yeah.
Yeah. The VHS cover was fucking awesome and luring. And I will say, when I first watched it, it wasn't what I expected, so I didn't like it, but it has grown on me. I watched it a few times since.
It isn't Christmas until Shannon Elizabeth gets the carrot.
That is true.
This movie I used to rent outside of Christmas. I rented this movie so often.
I probably
Like-
watched it, like when I first rented it, it was probably outside of Christmas. But yeah, it's a yearly watch for me. I mean, it's the real Jack Frost of the mid '90s. You know, that Michael Keaton stuff.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever switch the tapes at the video store?
Yeah, I don't think I was old enough to like be aware to do something like that.
Why is this kid being decapitated by the sled?
Oh, dude,
Nice, Brian.
Brian's got the VHS.
Yeah.
I got the
I kind
VHS
of wish
too,
I
but
kept
my
that VHS.
I have it, but the plastic holographic thing that's over top is not on there anymore.
That thing was what helped get you.
Probably an expensive VHS now, I would imagine.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's that bad.
It's probably one of the most expensive ones, I'd say.
Well, I mean, not compared to Big Box or anything, but I mean,
I have
from that era.
Uncle Sam though on VHS still, and it has the holographic cover still on it.
We all saw it at the video store and had to have them.
Christmas class. Second one's not terrible, but it's not as Christmassy because it's on like a Bahama cruise. Something.
Yeah, it's good though.
I don't know. Okay.
Jess.
I'm yeah, the second one I don't think I liked of Jack Frost.
It's worth a revisit. Make sure you get the uncut version though.
Okay.
Yeah, which I think the only way to get it was that MVD.
They put out the wrong version and then they corrected it, so you gotta make sure.
It used to be the only way you could get it before MVD put that out was on a multi-pack, and I think it was the cut. It's the cut version. And it's the
Yeah.
VHS rip.
Yeah.
Jess
But it
Graham
does
rip.
return the sheriff from the first one. He's in the second one.
Okay. Well, this next pick takes a big jump back as far as the going from horror to lightheartedness. This is a Jess pick.
Good one.
Prancer, the original Prancer.
Never even heard
This is
of
what Jess does when the cameras are off.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I don't think.
Watch Prancer.
Maybe when I was real young, but
I was like, if you didn't catch this when you were young, you probably missed this movie. If you didn't catch it at the time, I think it's just a fantastic movie. Maybe it's nostalgia.
No, I second it. That's a great Christmas movie.
is this the really sad one? Like, kind of fucked up in hindsight.
No, it has some sad moments. I don't think it's quite as dark as One Magic Christmas.
No, not that level. Kids can't handle anything these days. It's all got to be like super, super light.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it's like I kind of like the old school stuff where there was some reality in it.
CJ knows what I'm talking about. Sam Elliott, isn't it? Yeah, big. Cloris Leachman. Johnny Galecki, I think, he's like almost a featured extra.
Yeah. Pre-Roseanne.
Yeah. And possibly pre-Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Let's pull Kory. I think you're next.
Let's see what we got.
I don't even remember.
Of course, Mike. Do you?
Did you know Clint Howard was also in Santa with Muscles, which makes it a must-see?
Oh yeah. Christmas movie legend Clint Howard.
Yes.
To me, he is the same Ricky as the previous in Silent Night, Deadly Night in Part 4, but you guys can argue that.
He's also in the Grinch That Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
He's in every Ron Howard movie. It's his brother.
Damn, so he's been in 4 Christmas movies?
Clint is the better brother. I don't see Ron
possibly.
Howard making Street Corner Justice or The Ice Cream Man. Come on.
Crazy now. I just seen that. I can't remember what con it was, but all 3 of them, Clint, Ron, and
Rance.
the daughter.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he died, didn't he?
Yeah, the daughter. She was in the the new Jurassic movies, Jurassic Park movies. Bryce Dallas
Howard.
Is that her name? Yeah, but they're all going to be
I love to.
convention together.
Nice.
Clint's great in everything he's in.
I need to watch Ticks again.
Don't sleep on Street Corner Justice, where he's in the opening scene as a homeless man who likes to cut women's boobs and drink the blood.
Okay.
That's a thing. You get.
I mean,
Are you sure it's
Evil
blood,
Speak
not
too.
strawberry milk?
Evil Speak is one of my favorite movies of the 80s. That don't sleep on that one either.
People speak. When he actually leads in.
Oh yeah.
I can go ahead and tell you guys, no Kenny and Dolly Christmas movies, no Smoky Mountain Christmas.
I didn't bother with a Black Christmas because I feel like it's talked about a lot. So, You
But
know.
those are definitely worth mentioning.
Oh yeah, classic films, but yeah.
And Ben Grimm, Jaws: The Revenge, his second favorite Christmas-based shark movie behind Santa Jaws.
Santa Jaws is another one. It's only available on a DVD set that needs a proper release.
Yeah, I sought that out. I like that movie.
She is redonkulous, huh? Does everybody agree with that? Or
I like her.
and Chris, since I know you're here at the moment in the chat, I think this is the one movie that nobody else had picked of yours. And I'm sorry you're not here to tell your story. So, 1 second. I thought I was ready for one, but then he came up. So, it's Chris Overholt pick. And
I think I've seen this one in theaters, and that's probably the only time that I've seen it.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've never seen it.
It's Vince Vaughn, his brother Santa Claus, and
we watched together. I thought it was all right. Yeah, it was. I wanted to say cute, and that just would have put it down. I don't know. That's not what I mean, though. It's definitely worth a Christmas watch, Chris. I think. No one. No, I don't think it's
I just
bad.
haven't seen it. since
I
it
can't
came
say it's
out.
bad. I've never seen it.
I usually like Vince Vaughn. Like, Vince, when he's not phoning it in, he's a funny motherfucker.
Just a good time watching it, I assume, Chris. He probably had a story with it. Usually does have good stories.
I don't remember too much about this one.
Only thing I mean, I like his brother Santa Claus. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yeah.
So the premise is probably like he's the fuck up brother and he's got to save Christmas or something.
That sounds about right.
Something like that. I
Hey,
think
Akers.
so.
Hello.
But it's one of those that came out. I'm not gonna say it's around the same time. I don't know year wise, but I think like Bad Santa. It was in that time frame is when that came out.
Yeah, he's a really good like serious actor. What's that movie where he's like a psycho?
Psycho?
He was like a cowboy in like a
Oh,
small
you gotta-
town.
Well,
no, not that psycho.
Pigeon Clay.
clay
no,
pigeons.
Yeah, Clay Pigeons. He was creepy
Clay
as shit in that
Pigeons, yeah.
movie, dude.
Oh yeah, you know he's very good. He got a bad rep after.
Bye, Cole.
Oh, it's the Canadian one's still coming, Cole. You'll have to pick up after.
Hey,
Well,
buddy.
Cole's had some awful takes tonight, so you don't like Tim Allen or Vince Vaughn.
Did we get this up there?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Ben
Ben doesn't want
Cell
to.
block.
You can have her.
Oh, square toilet guy, eh?
Legendary.
Yeah, I like them in Freaky.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe you'll like
Tim Allen, Cell
Corey's
block
next pick.
99.
Oh yeah.
No,
Paul.
dude, but I need to. I've heard it's awesome.
If you want to
He's
see him
fucking
at his
great, man.
most savage, yeah, he's good.
I watched some movie where he was like a small town drug kingpin too, or something like that.
Arkin Santa, Arkin or something.
Arkansas, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Surviving Christmas is funny.
Yeah, that was all right. I
James
seen it a
Gandolfini.
couple times. I remember watching that. Is that late 2000s?
Yeah, roughly somewhere around there.
Probably only watched it twice at most. Decent, but not a yearly watch for me.
Vaughn was in another one called Christmases with Reese Witherspoon. It wasn't horrible. I remember liking it.
Oops. Family Man.
That is a good
Hold on.
movie.
And he likes Vince Vaughn. Well, Galaxy Quest, heck yeah. And we'll see.
Trapped in Paradise. That's another
Yeah.
Nick Cage Christmas one.
Nick Cage, Dana Carvey. Yeah, he has a couple that don't get talked about.
John Lovitz.
Yeah, John Lovitz.
I mean, those three in a movie. Come on, it's a sure thing, dude.
That had to be an interesting time on set. I still remember when Lovitz beat Andy Dick's ass, so he's popular with Jess Graham.
We just lose Jake again.
Oh, lost Jake.
I'll say it ain't so.
Christmas Cruelty is not a happy Christmas movie at all. Pitt and Raymond, also friends of the show.
Oh, there he is.
Christmas Cruelty. Cole
Jake,
doesn't
long
really
time
mean
no see.
He's just Canadian. Okay, so we were gonna have a Kory pick, but I'm gonna put that on hold for a second. And since it was brought up, this is a Dan pick.
Yes, Family Man is very good. A good Christmas date movie. Nick Cage kind of waking up to the life he didn't have, settling down and having a family. It's a good one. I think it was kind of popular when it came out, but it just hasn't, for whatever reason, survived.
I thought it kind of slipped under the radar.
I actually
It
think
did
I
a little bit.
remember watching this last year.
I love this movie.
Yeah, it's very
a
good.
really good movie.
It was another
It's-
one that might have had to replace something on my list if somebody didn't pick it. So thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
It's one I haven't seen in a long time, but I've thought about revisiting it this year. I don't know if I'll get to it, but I mean, you can't go wrong with Nick Cage.
No, you can't. You can't. Téa Leoni's really good in this one too.
She's hot.
She is. Former Miss David Duchovny.
I think this is one of her hottest. But anyway, it's
there's
got an
nothing
essence of,
spicy.
I don't want to say it's got an essence of It's a Wonderful Life, but it isn't that same premise, if that makes sense.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
exactly, but it's a good.
And not even really
Yeah.
completely close.
Is
It's
he
a-
like
it's a hint in the air of
a
it.
news anchor or something in this?
No, you're thinking of Weatherman.
Okay, that's what.
This is better than Weatherman.
He's like a Wall Street guy. I can't remember what he does, but it's,
Okay.
yeah, single, kind of living that life, and yeah, it's a good one. Good date movie.
And good if you're wanting to sit by yourself and drink some eggnog or hot cocoa and watch a nice
Yes.
Christmas movie.
Yes.
This is a Kory pick. We'll go back to Kory's. You can explain yourself while I take notes.
Hell yeah, brother! I thought
This
about
is a
adding
good
this one,
movie.
man. I agree.
I've almost
It
watched
is.
this.
I like it.
I've almost
It's got-
watched this twice in the last 2 days. I've
It's got
never seen
Jessica
it.
Biel in it. What's not to like about this movie?
I like it. I always like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, man. Full
He's
time.
He's fat and
Home
old.
Improvement.
I don't know if
I
you've
haven't
seen
seen
it.
him. I wonder what he looks like.
Not. So I should watch this because I've almost pulled the trigger twice.
I think you would like
Watch
it.
it. It's not like an instant classic movie or a classic Christmas movie, but it's a good Christmas movie. It's better than most Hallmark movies.
Well, like the
What-
cast sold me, but the fact that it was Disney, that's why I think I backed out a little bit.
Oh, I mean, Disney at this time wasn't terrible though. This was
Yeah.
I mean, what's the other one he did with Tim Allen though? There's one he did with Tim Allen around this time.
This, I think, was it for him because he just went to college and gave up the Hollywood life. I'm pretty sure this was the last one he did.
Well, he
I think
did
you're
like three
thinking of.
them.
Is it the one where they go to Africa or something, or
something like
the
that.
kid that the kid is like a tribal
Yes,
kid or something?
but he did another one. What did he do? Was it Tom Sawyer or Huck Finn or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did the Tom Sawyer one, the Tom and Huck.
Sawyer.
He did okay in that. That's an okay movie.
That was a TV movie, wasn't it?
No,
It
a
wasn't?
theatrical.
No.
Elijah Wood did Huck Finn. The movie. Brad Renfro played Huck, I think, in the Jonathan Taylor Thomas one.
Yeah, that one was more modern, if I remember. I haven't seen it in years.
There you go, Jungle to Jungle.
They're okay adaptations.
That's
Jungle
it.
to Jungle was fun. I don't care what you say. All right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Where are we at here?
I did to Dan. Jake's turn. Hold on.
Oh,
think.
yeah, I don't even remember what was on
Forgive
that
me,
list.
I've bounced around on some of these, and
That's
the way I
okay.
have to find my posters now, and
Just hit them in the order.
there's 30 movies. This isn't really an order. I've been bouncing around our.
Oh, okay.
There's no order to any of this. My list, where the photos are on the computer, and in our order. Yeah, it's none of it's.
Chaos.
It's all chaos, dude.
Chaos.
It's just like Christmas.
It is. And your next gift again comes from Jake.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh.
There it is.
Here's
That's the one I was
another
talking about earlier.
Die Hard type of argument, lethal whatever we were talking about.
No.
earlier.
This is
This is a
no.
Christmas movie.
This is the most atmospherically Christmas movie on this list. The
They have
the
two
yeah.
Christmas
The
trees.
movie
Not get carried
bleeds
away,
Christmas,
Chris,
dude.
Slasher home video.
no, it bleeds Christmas, dude.
P.O. Box.
Are you gonna dox me, dude? Come on.
What does Chris Walken say?
I gave a P.O.
Santa
box.
Claus, I'm afraid not. I'm just a schmuck who got lucky.
Funny story. I actually got this movie for Christmas.
There's
It's
There's two different tree lighting ceremonies in the movie. It opens on a tree lighting ceremony, and the third act is kicked off by a second one. Like, this is a Christmas movie, dude.
it is.
Again, it's one of those I don't necessarily watch the Batman movies, or specifically this one for Christmas. If I start the Tim Burton ones, I'm probably watching this one after, whether it's summer, fall, spring, or Christmas.
Strong visual Christmas aesthetic in that movie.
Yeah, I
And
get
like,
it though. I get it.
This is like my favorite Batman movie. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies, and it's one of my favorite action movies, period.
It is one of my
like,
favorite Batman movies.
I fucking love
my
Batman.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go that far. It's my favorite Tim Burton Batman movie. I'll say that.
What's better than this?
Nolan
Dark Knight.
stuff. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Nolan? The Nolan movies suck
Dark
dicks.
Knight.
I agree with
No,
Chris
they
on
don't.
that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. They're
I
the
don't
worst
think they
fucking.
suck, but
Mm.
I like the Dark Knight a lot. But I think Batman Returns.
Dark Knight is
better.
the
Fuck
best
Christian
Batman
Bale.
movie ever made.
Nah,
I don't like his Batman. He's great Bruce Wayne, not a good Batman.
horrible Batman.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I am.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's a good
Oh,
man.
No, he's not.
Batman.
What are we doing? The
That's
Batman
the fucking. It's the
franchise?
dumbest fucking Batman voice.
I'm
It's like
sure
a
you're
fucking
George
little kid doing a
Clooney
Batman
guy.
voice.
George Clooney.
I'd watch Clooney all day over the Nolan movies, man. I would.
But we're not
Sorry,
gonna do
man.
that because Nolan's The Dark Knight is the best Batman movie ever made.
I like the Joker portrayal. That's the only thing I can give those movies. They stripped all the comic bookiness away and tried to make it all super realistic, which means boring and fucking bland and standard as shit.
How is Dark Knight?
Bale,
dead?
that was the worst Batman performance ever, dude.
Wow.
It's like a joke, dude. He's just like talking in a fucking like comedically gruff voice.
Well, he
like,
has to hide his voice. He's a famous guy in the character.
he could have done it cool.
Unfortunately, you're wrong. Who are you talking about, Jay? I believe
Probably me. I mean, I know everybody loves those fucking movies, but I don't get
Chris,
it.
I agree with you.
I want my comic book movies to be comic books. I don't want them to be like ultra realistic to where all the comic bookiness is stripped from them. You know what I'm saying?
I do agree with most of your statement. I enjoyed, especially The Dark Knight
but
of that
that's the
trilogy. I was
difference.
bored by Dark
No,
Knight
no, no,
Rises when
see.
I first saw it.
Now, see,
Batman
Chris, I
Begins
want my
was only
comic book
mediocre.
movies to come out every
Batman-
10 years, not, 10 every month.
But yeah, I don't know.
You can't. Batman's different. You can't get super. I mean, you can if you want to go that route with some of the villains, but it's more grounded in reality.
Fucking Dan.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
There's
Sorry.
like that. He has the most like eclectic group of villains. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to like start a comic book argument because I'm not a comic book like expert by any means. But the group of villains he has are the most comic booky shit ever, dude. He's got Joker, Riddler, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, Poison Ivy. Like that shit does not like translate well to like ultra realistic shit. And plus Gotham City is like from the Burton movies and the animated series, it's like the like defined shit ever, and that was all stripped out. That's one of the best parts. It's just Gotham City and the way it's like kind of like 50s detective with that weird like architecture and stuff. They stripped all that out and just made it some like generic city. Like,
So you're saying you want King Tut and Egghead as the villains in the new one?
sure, man, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get that because they're doing a Clayface movie, and their
all
new
for that.
comic book
Easy,
villain is Clayface.
All right, I know this isn't a Batman. I'll back off a little bit. I know this isn't a Batman
I would love
ranking.
to do a Batman show ranking. We'll do the franchise of the on-screen films.
There you go.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Keep that in mind for me, Corey. I don't have the time to make the note right now,
All right.
but I'm definitely
Ooh,
down.
or Superman, since the new
I love
Superman's
Superman
coming out
too.
this summer, and that new trailer looks good.
Well, yeah, I have mixed feelings. But again,
It's Superman. Back to Superman. Fuck Zack Snyder, man. He can eat my dick.
there were problems with those movies, but I think they dropped Cavill too fast. He was good Superman.
My dream Batman that I didn't get to make, it was going to be Herschel Savage as Batman and Bridget the Midget as Penguin.
How good.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Never got to do it, but
I wish we could have gotten the Nick Cage Superman. That would have been.
I don't think we would have liked it at the time, though, Chris.
I probably would have.
Well, I'd have liked it now, but then I don't think I would have back then when it was supposed to come out. This is mine. Surprised nobody's brought it up. This was a classic to me.
it's not a great movie, but
It
I
is a
get
great
it.
movie.
I mean, I get the nostalgia for it. I wouldn't.
The
I
first
feel
half
like-
is really a good depiction of the Santa Claus story. And then
Yeah,
the second half is almost a different movie. But
Matchstick Men. Remember it being a good Nick Cage movie. I don't remember too much Christmassy about it, but it could just be my memory.
nobody else but Dan saw the Santa Claus, the movie.
I am not.
I haven't either.
I don't know how you'll react to it if, like, again,
Now,
I get the nostalgia, but if you're watching it the first time now, I don't think that one's gonna hit for you.
it didn't
Like,
hit for my son when he was younger, but he watched it again, gave it a shot
Yeah.
again this year, and he liked it a lot. He's 8. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was never a big one for me, but I get it.
All right. Fair enough. I mean, you got Lebowski as Santa. You got John Lithgow,
Good cast. There's no doubt about that.
Dudley Moore. I loved Dudley Moore when I was a kid. Thought he was great. Anyway, let's cross mine off. And are we down? Kory, are you out too?
I might be.
This next one might be.
I think I got 3 left by my count.
Now, the reason for that is because, again, some of us shared, we had same choices.
Well, that works. I figured there'd be a few that were going to come up more than once.
Talk amongst yourselves. Here's a topic: Christmas movies that we haven't mentioned.
I'm surprised no one said Elf yet.
I was actually just going to say I'm so glad nobody has said Elf yet.
Bad Santa and Elf did not make the list.
I fucking hate Elf.
I don't hate it.
I
don't hate either one of those. They just didn't make my
don't
list.
have to watch it every year.
Yeah, I don't get Elf as like a holiday classic. Like it's fine, but I'm not a big fan either.
Oh shit! What was
Nightmare Before Christmas? I'm surprised nobody had that either.
I figured somebody'd take it, but again, not an. I mean, I do like that one, but it's not an every year watch.
It's different. It's like, well, that one for me, I can watch it at Halloween or Christmas, either one.
Yeah,
I usually watch it right after Halloween.
It's not like a.
What was that? There was a movie that came out a couple of years ago. I think it was called Last Christmas.
Yeah, that one is good. Yeah, that's another Christmas date movie. Doesn't have to be, but I mean,
don't know.
If you want a romantic evening, that's a good one.
Are we throwing out like?
Gotta watch that with her. So,
are we throwing out like honorable mentions now?
Yeah, just
no, we're not. Well, I mean, while you, and I'll tell you if it's.
Just gets his shit together over
there. Violent Night is slowly becoming, and like that movie is like an instant classic to me. It's got all the like things you want from like stuff like Home Alone and stuff, and like that
violence.
Yeah, it's got the gore, which is a nice addition.
I have that movie and I still have not watched it yet.
It's so good.
I need to watch it again. I watched it when it came out. I haven't watched it since.
The sequel's due out next year, I believe.
Oh, nice. Is it still David Arbor or whatever?
I believe so. I haven't followed it super close, but I know I think it's due out next year. I think Thanksgiving too is due out next year too.
Brian, I have not been a fan of Bob Newhart. The only thing that saved his show in the 80s was the dude who played Larry and introduced his brother named Daryl and his other brother named Daryl.
Watch him and fight for your life.
I like Newhart. Yeah. Love Actually.
Fucking Jingle All the Way. I'm surprised nobody had that either.
It would have been on mine.
Jingle All the Way. That would have been an honorable mention of mine.
I promise you, as soon as we end this stream, there's going to be like 15 other movies that we forgot to put on our lists,
and I probably would pick Christmas Bloody Christmas 2 Zombie.
Oh God,
Jake, what's your deal, dude? That movie's right up your alley, man. You need to go watch it again.
Not, I think it needs more.
How's it not? Man. It's a killer animatronic Santa Claus, a practical effects one.
It's a fucking killer dude in a suit, and then maybe at the end of the movie, fucking you see
No.
the robot.
The end of the movie, there's tons of robot and it's awesome, dude.
No,
It's not the whole movie, but
It
it's
should have
enough.
been
It's the whole third act.
with fucking laser eyes and all that shit. That's what the whole movie should have been.
Hey, well, dude, they set up for a sequel. Well, what are you not? Nah, never mind.
What's up,
There's,
Cliff?
they set up for a
I
sequel,
don't
dude,
like that.
in a mall.
What did that guy? What is another one he directed? Help me out, Dan. The guy who did.
Joe
How did we
Bigos,
miss this one?
BFW.
Oh yeah, BFW.
BFW.
And, yeah.
He's got a.
That was a
thing with
TV
fucking
special and not a movie, wasn't it? Would you consider that a
And,
feature length?
I like.
It
I
was.
like
I like it a lot.
Because if you're gonna say that, the Pee Wee special would have been.
And then Charlie Brown Christmas, Frosty the Snowman. Next thing you know, we're all.
Yeah, if you crack open TV specials, that's a whole nother animal.
And there's one that I don't know if we're gonna wait that I had that.
Do you think I
technically
should
Pee Wee
put that in a
special.
sack, Jake, or should I just pull it out tonight at the end?
Damn,
It don't matter.
spicy. Just pulling out.
Well, right now
snack.
we have this is a Dan pick, and that's it was taking me. I can't find the thing, so I had to do it this way.
Oh, okay, another wholesome one. Borrowed Hearts. This was another TV movie from the late 90s. It doesn't get replayed anymore, but you can find it on DVD and some DVD sets. It's kind of the typical, divorce or separated mom. The husband's kind of a dick, and she starts a romance with their boss, played by Eric McCormick, and it's pretty textbook Hallmark, but better than the average Hallmark movie. It's on some Christmas DVD sets. You can get it single. It's probably on YouTube too, I would imagine. But that one's a family one. So if you're into that, check it out. It's another one I watch each year with my mom. So Hector Elizondo's in it. Roma Downey's in it. It's a good movie.
I like those traditions of like watching it with your mom every year.
Yeah. That did come up, Cliff.
I did. That was my pick. We had 3 different versions of a Christmas Carol.
It's a good episode because we've not just stuck to horror. We've given you a little bit of everything.
That's what the Rumble's all about. Giving you a little bit.
Kory brought up Dial Code Santa. That's a good one.
I like that one.
Don't open till Christmas.
The Ref is good.
Yeah, that's another one that kind of gets forgotten about.
It was the Dennis Leary movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And another one I like that nobody ever talks about is Ice Harvest. That's like a really good, it's like a Coen Brothers kind of twisty, turny movie.
Yeah, John Cusack, Billy Bob Thornton, I think.
Yeah, Randy Quaid's in it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And another Dan pick.
Oh, yeah, okay, so this is a classic one from 1949. Robert Mitchum and Janet Leigh. Should be talked about more. I mean, if you're into classic Christmas movies, it's about a young widow and kind of a love triangle she has going on. It's one of the classics. Again, Janet Leigh's in it. I assume everybody knows Robert Mitchum, but it's got a good cast. So, yeah, another one to add to the list because I feel like a lot of people have not seen it. I know. I think this was a movie. Robert Mitchum had some different scandals. I think he might have went to prison, and this was like a softening of his image kind of movie that he did. But it is great. And I'm glad you did it in this order, Jess, because I've the craziest one for last. How much you want to bet he's talking again and forgot he's muted?
No, I didn't.
Muted.
I was working. I didn't want to make noise over your.
That's okay. Has anybody else seen Holiday Affair? I tried to.
I haven't, but it looks like a movie that I would want to see. So
I was kind of
would recommend
thinking
it
that
to you.
too.
I would recommend it to you. It gets overlooked a lot, and it's a good one. You are welcome, Akers. Oh, Cliff's seen it. I figured with Mitchum, you probably did.
Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah, talking about dude. Yeah, I mean, I just think that is the definitive one, and I didn't make that decision until a few years back. Eating a frozen pizza by myself on Christmas, watching it.
I don't have a die
the
on
whole
the
pizza.
hill pick for that because I really love that story. So
Me too.
they all have something to recommend them.
Oh,
I do think the Patrick Stewart TNT one though is damn good.
I forgot to pull up the poster, the best one earlier, but we'll go ahead and let you talk about this one. I have not seen. I don't think I've seen it, or have I seen it on YouTube? I don't.
Let's see.
It's not that weird
Okay.
Santa.
So Cole, I don't know. You probably bowed out, but Christmas Martian is a French Canadian Christmas movie that I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but Vinegar Syndrome, one of their partner labels, put this out on Blu-ray, the Canadian Classics line. It's basically about an alien from outer space who befriends two children in this small town that he crashes into it near Quebec. And if you're a fan of gonzo children's movies like The Peanut Butter Solution, I do recommend this. It's very weird. It again, 1971 movie. It's got that unique Canadian flavor to it. I highly recommend it. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. I think everybody's seen that.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, if you want like another Christmas movie with a distinctly French Canadian feel, I recommend it. And I'll throw it out just because Cole mentioned it and it kind of goes with this one. Another Canadian Christmas movie from 1984, The Dog Who Stopped the War. This is another one. Again, Peanut Butter Solution. If you like that and you like kind of weird Christmas movies, this one is about a group of children in a small village who decide that they're going to split into factions and have a week-long snowball war, which kind of leads to some tension among the groups. And it's another one. If you haven't seen it, you have a chance now because it's been remastered through this. Again, I think it's Canadian Picture or something, but you can find it on the Vinegar Syndrome website. I think you'd probably like it for sure, Chris. Dog Who Stopped the War and Christmas Martian, two very, very Canadian films, and I think you'll have fun. So there you go. Shout out, Cole. Sorry.
Another Christmas Martian one is Feeders 2 Sleigh Bells.
There you go. Another classic. I think we watched that.
We watched it on my channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check that out on Slasher Home Video.
Oh, no, it might have been the Patreon. I think.
Oh, well, don't. Or join the Patreon and find out.
yes,
There
join the
you go.
Patreon.
$1 and you can watch it.
Just $1.
Also starring Chris from Slasher Home Video and many others you see here.
Look at that great
Actually,
cast.
everybody you see here. This is the definitive Christmas Carol next to Alistair Sim.
Hell yeah.
It's true.
it is.
This is what Steak Sauce was talking about earlier in the chat.
Look at
So
that
if you-
sexy ghost down there in between Jake and Jonathan.
Oh, yes. The Ghost of Christmas Present.
Fuck yeah.
Look at old Fezzy wig.
So if you haven't seen that, that's right here on cable channel 11. Look for A Christmas Carol under the specials.
Yes.
It's
yes.
just go check it out. You'll like it. It's a good holiday. Perfect for right now. After this episode, go watch it if you haven't seen it.
I like Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, but I think that they got the right people to play those parts.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
But I mean, I still
nobody,
think it would have been good.
nobody's as good as Joe Pesci.
Well,
What about French Stewart in that one as
No.
Marv?
Oh, God.
Never seen any of them after 2.
Dude, we watched it like as a joke. I think it was last year, dude. It's a really bad movie.
Is that
And they're
three?
like French Stewart, I think it's 3 or 4. But like they're literally trying to pass French Stewart off as Marv.
They just had one that came out last year, and he's like British. I don't know. I quit after 2.
It is
I
it
watched
is high
3.
it is past time for them to do another Home Alone sequel with Macaulay Culkin.
I don't know how
Yeah.
to do it though.
You make it R-rated, and like this time he's like Jigsaw. Like they're not getting off easy with just paint cans to the face. It's like Joe Pesci wakes up and he's got to like cut like some key out of his asshole. That's what you go.
He made like it's just like a short, cheaply made YouTube skit where he's like in the back seat of somebody's vehicle. Has anybody seen that?
No.
And somebody
I-
brings up Christmas and he's like, fuck Christmas. And he like goes into the story about how his parents forgot him on Christmas. It's like he's traumatized or whatever.
Ben's got a good one, Blood Beat, to add to the strange Christmas watch list. Yes, there is a ghost samurai who makes a girl come every time he kills somebody with his sword.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I haven't seen it.
Okay then.
Good pick.
Blood Beat.
Did anybody bring up It's a Wonderful Knife?
No. I kind of like that one.
I watched that a second time recently and it grew on me.
Anything Justin Long now, I just picture as Jess doing it. That's just how I just picture
I'd
it all.
take
Didn't they just?
Except getting eye fucked by the creeper.
I take it back. There is one other version of Home Alone I will accept. And that is Jess stuck in a house by himself with Andy Dick.
That is a horror movie. That is not a family Christmas movie.
Christmas is coming.
At Christmas.
Okay. Here's
Instead of the axe breaking through the door, it's Andy Dick's dick.
That is terrifying. He would like it. Chris knows what you're talking about.
There we go. You're lucky you didn't go back to his trailer, Jess.
Chris actually didn't live far from where we were shooting.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. He's in the South with most of you fellas now, though.
Ah, okay.
But he was born and raised in up there until recently. Or
Down in Atlanta, a lot of Hollywood people come down here.
E.T. Park, Chris. E.T. Park.
Maybe
This,
John Lovitz comes to save you.
This is a Jake pick, and this is the last one on my list, I think, unless if I missed one of you guys who sent them to me. That this is kind of borderline TV special or Christmas movie.
Well,
But
I
I
mean,
did let it.
this is
let
the
it slip
64
by.
version.
It has.
They
It is
redid it with-
short feature length.
It is only like 54 minutes, but no one they redid Rudolph with the Island of Misfit Toys. It's a TV movie, I think.
I like that one a lot.
But I don't know. Well, nobody's really close to Chris and Dan's close to my age. I can't remember if it was USA back when I was a kid, but they would play this, Jack Frost, Year Without Santa Claus, Little Drummer Boy one.
Little
They play
Drummer
all
Boy. I like
these.
Little Drummer Boy.
What's the company you made that?
So
What's
did
the
Andy
guys?
Dick.
Rankin
Jess.
Bass.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they would play all these specials, and I'd watch them while I was a kid, and this was one of my favorites. I think it's, I don't know, I don't think you can have Christmas without at least watching one of these TV
It's a good
specials.
one to even if you don't sit down and watch it even to just have on.
The background.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
background stuff.
Christmas.
And it's probably the most iconic one out of all of them, I would.
There's a new, actually maybe a couple new like blow ups that actually project this movie on it. I don't know if you've seen that at any houses decorated near you. It's a little on the pricey side. I think there's also a projector that just projects it, but it's pretty cool. I think I might have a picture when I post my Christmas stuff.
Well, I'd also like to throw out there, just as important as the Rankin Bass movies are the Mad TV skits.
Oh, hell yeah, Mad TV.
I love those.
Yeah.
Well, then, we could get into basically even on the regular series and sitcoms, Christmas special episodes, and there's a whole episode to the television part of this, and things we've done in the past too that we really didn't dive deep in their television counterparts. So that may have to happen soon.
My mom was watching the other day. Some of the Frasier ones were really good. Some fun. All the sitcoms back then usually though did have memorable Christmas episodes.
Maybe
Simpsons
next
has
Christmas.
good ones.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Drew Carey.
Yeah, any we missed that's the list. I know people have mentioned good ones all through the night in the chat that didn't make the list. Chris, is there anyone that comes to mind that we didn't cover that would have been on your top 5 or 10 list?
I gotta know. Santa Sleigh's gotta be on your list, right, Chris?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all did Gremlins. You did.
Yep.
Jingle on the Way might be on there if I.
I'm glad you brought that up. I almost forgot. I like that one a lot too.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't bring up like Santa's Sleigh with Goldberg or Jack Frost is that I've talked about those a lot, but those are yearly watches. Santa's Sleigh, if you haven't seen it, is shockingly good and shockingly funny. I've heard people who've just been like, it's just some wrestler, some Santa slasher. No, there is a lot more to that movie, and it's a blast. So,
Isn't Rebecca Gayheart at the beginning of that movie?
Rebecca Gayheart, James Caan, Fran Drescher, Chris Kattan. Yeah, he slaughters some pretty famous people in the opening.
Yeah, all the money went into that opening scene.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not dissing the movie. I'm just saying, like, there was so many names in that one scene, and then from there, it just kind of a good one, but a low budget's like comedy. But it's kind of weird.
He lights Fran Drescher's hair on fire. It's really good. Kicks Chris Kattan through the chimney. Santa
I'd
was
also
up zombie several times.
I would also throw in specifically Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 and 5 personally. Those are like big ones for me. I love those movies.
I
Those
think
are
5
probably
is
my
my
favorite
favorite.
Christmas horror. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Well,
I like
maybe we'll
4,
see
but
Eric
I just-
Freeman again next year.
Who's that? Who's that guy? Damn, I don't know who that is.
Garbage.
Who the fuck's Eric Freeman?
That's motherfucking Ricky, baby.
He's a friend of mine.
Who the fuck is Eric
And
Freeman?
Good friend of the show.
good friend of the show. Good friend of the show.
Former cast member, missing.
But a guy I'm
I wish
actually
you had the
Robert
Jess.
Brian Wilson, I do know as well.
Yeah.
Well, Jess got to meet Eric Freeman last year. Me, Jess, and Timmy got to meet him.
Me and Jay rode the elevator with him.
Yeah. He's a
Friend of mine.
unique guy.
Yeah.
Don't always see eye to eye, but you know, he's a friend of mine.
No, super tight. Super tight.
Yeah, so that's cool. All of you in the chat, I'm glad you've been hanging out with us. And
How's everybody closing out their holiday since we're down to the nitty gritty here?
you asking the folks in the chat?
Well, chat, you guys too. Anybody? What do you?
Where the treetops glisten and chill, to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, I'm dreaming of white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. Your days, you're merry and bright.
Damn it, Kory.
Just to clarify, that is not me singing.
Oh no,
that is
that's
my
his
son.
Son.
Yes. I was gonna say
The hair's
lady,
too short.
The lady on the couch looks like she could care less.
That is my
Yeah.
son's girlfriend.
Okay.
I was
She's-
singing too.
Needs
That
to
was
show
me
some more
on there,
support. Community horror show.
The live community horror show. Live.
Oh, yeah,
You
brother.
forgot the live part. Christmas in Connecticut was White Christmas, Meet Me in St. Louis. Those are definitely
Wait, did nobody bring up Christmas Evil? It got brought up, I thought.
It's
It
been
was in
brought
the
up.
chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
I don't,
that's a
Christmas in
classic.
Connecticut was an alternate for me, and it is a classic. Yeah.
Thank you, Cliff. Thank you.
She seemed very indifferent to your singing, Jess. Sorry. But you were good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're-
Voice of an angel.
There you
Bless
go.
you.
Live
God bless us,
Christmas
everyone.
concert coming out soon.
My album, Very Jess Christmas,
Mixtape dropping.
to accompany next year's special on this channel. I've been trying to get this out for 3 years now. Yeah, it's something like a Very Jess Graham Christmas special. It'll be like a variety show. I want you all to come back here and bring something, whether it's
Hell
singing,
yeah.
poetry, a skit. It'll be fun. Next
I'm
Christmas.
only doing slam poetry.
You're welcome.
Christmas is a lie.
See, we got them. Fans in the audience. Oh, that's my friend. Bing would be proud. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I mean, am I missing something?
I don't think so.
I think we covered a lot of ground on this one. A lot of ground. So
I should say.
Like probably the whole spectrum for real.
yeah, Nazi elves to
To the
to
classic,
the wholesome classic.
black and white, damn near to the invention of sound, talkies.
Oh, and for the record, I know everybody's just clamoring to go see We're No Angels, but it's in colors, so you can't use the black and white thing as an excuse not to watch it. So.
Nice.
Well, Dan, what's coming up on your channel?
Check out Flesh Wound Features here on YouTube. We just posted a Eyes Wide Shut Christmas commentary. That was a lot of fun. We've got a ton of content. We got some new stuff dropping for New Year's, and I think you guys will have a lot of fun. Also, keep a close eye on Stream XPW because some big stuff coming up with XPW and the Flesh Wound Features family very soon. So
Hell yeah.
keep an eye out. Big stuff dropping soon.
And I guess we'll just go around the clock.
Chris.
Yeah, that did.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I have some like ideas. I think I'm just like trying to wait until Christmas is over to do much else on my channel. But also my store, retrocryptco.com. I'm always selling cool collectibles there. So check that out.
We'll have the links in the descriptions below. If you're watching it live right now, give me a few minutes after the show, but they will be down in the description to follow their channels and pages.
I like Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, kind of forget that that's a Christmas one, but yeah.
Yeah, I never, there again, don't think of it, but like it.
That's one I could watch anytime, though, for sure.
Merry Christmas, Jay. The old movie house.
Jay, miss you, bud.
Building and loan, buddy.
Yes.
All
That's the
right,
worst Jimmy.
Jake. I know you've got a shit ton of stuff planned for your channel,
Including
Oh
what?
man, yeah, fucking yeah, whatever that is.
We got
Grinch,
Nightmare
the Grinch that gave
watch-alongs
Christmas
and-
watch along.
Yep,
Uh,
coming soon.
yeah, 2025 is gonna be just slam packed over. on
and
Slaughterport's channel.
we're gonna do earnest watch-alongs and making me watch them.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you watch Ernest watch. I'm gonna make Jess watch a Nightmare reboot. Gonna make Chris watch Dark Knight. Dan, gonna
Yeah.
make him watch stuff that's not porn. So
Gonna make Jake watch Christmas Bloody Christmas.
I'll watch it again. Yeah, there's gonna be all kinds of shit next year on my channel.
Slaughterport.
Now here's a good idea for you to make for something for Dan to be forced to watch would be all 4 seasons of The Chosen so far. I think it'd be
I'm
good
gonna
for
make-
his soul.
I'm gonna make you listen to like 3 hours straight of nothing but 90s grunge music, Corey.
You'll
Jake,
come out a different.
I was in
page.
high school when all that shit was going on. What do you think I listened to? Why do you think I hate it so fucking much?
You love it, brother.
Jake just looks like the Santa from the Nirvana Christmas special right now.
Yeah, look, I can even after this is after I blew my brains out. I can even put on some Kurt Cobain sunglasses, you know. Some weird sunglasses.
Yeah, Chris,
Hold on,
watch
let me-
Jaws, goddammit. What's going on here?
Yeah, I think at this point I'm just gonna never watch it, just to fuck with y'all.
Wow.
Somewhere you need to watch it. I
Kind of
just
missing
drag
out.
you on
like
the
you need to
show.
watch it now, like with all of us in a pool or something somewhere, or a lake.
There you go.
You just want to get me in the pool, Jess.
Well, that maybe too.
Let's just see if we can put up a projector and watch it in the pool in April.
And
There you
Jay,
go,
we need
man.
Jay's Holiday Special 2, the sequel.
We
The
do.
sequel. Oh, yeah. Also coming on my channel, I'm making him do all the earnest commentaries. But they're gonna
There
be on
we
his channel. But I'm gonna make him do it.
He needs to. We've been asking for this. I mean, we should have had Scared
Well-
Stupid. We need to go to school soon. Ride again.
Jess,
I lent him some Ernest movies when we was in Nashville, and he's
Oh,
supposed to
my.
rent them, so we can do this.
What was?
Jess, if I send you an image, because I do want to promote something coming up on Kory's channel.
Of course, yes, and that's actually it's up right now. But let's see the image.
Oh, hold on
Cute.
1 second. I took a lot of Christmas photos today,
Ye-
so it's further back than I thought.
You want to just share it with me, and I can you? Is there a way you can pop?
It's not
it?
on my computer, but I can send it. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't need to share the image since I can't seem to find it right now. But on New Year's Eve, we are going to be tackling the classic Joe Pro stimulus package on S'mores Indoors with I think some special guests, and it's if you're familiar with Pinky, she is. You will be familiar with Pinky or Picky. It's late. Sorry, I've done too many shows today. But yes, New Year's Eve, be there. So hot it will melt all the snow away.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and we'll throw S'mores Indoors link down there
Yes.
tonight. When
Oh,
all right, and
that leaves us, Jess.
That leaves you.
I'm running things.
And you're doing a fine job, bud. I mean it. You really are. So, cable channel 11, obviously next month, next year, we will have.
The Horror Rumble comes back.
Yeah, we're doing Royal Rumble next month, right?
The Royal Rumble comes back, from last year, guys. So can't tell you exactly because last year we had the Horror Icons tournament.
So, like, are we gonna have like the first like actual Royal Rumble? Like, will we get names from the past, like Fox, Pixar, popping up?
That would be great.
The guy.
No, that's more for like Jay's holiday special is what we need. Those cameos popping up for
the guy that shoved the vape pen up his ass on stream. Like,
that was a different channel. I don't know if any of our channels can hold that type of energy anymore.
Never know.
That was a special kind of special.
Who wins that one though? I feel like we.
I don't think anybody wins.
30 enter. 30 YouTube legends enter. We can get like Dominic's flicks, some real like deep cuts for people that have followed us over the years. I'm excited for this. I'm gonna start training.
Kory's
Also,
Dead Time Gories.
Yes, I'm waiting on the artwork. I'm told that it's done for the most part. So as soon as I get the artwork finished, the story's already recorded. It's just got to get the artwork done, and then we can go from there. Jess, you got anything you're working on?
No, not really.
Are you booking anybody for anything?
For what?
Remotely, one-off special?
Well, hopefully we'll have something before next Christmas as a special. There is a radio play that was in the making that originally was supposed to air back in October, pushed to November, and now it's supposed to still go on sometime in the early 2025.
I'm excited.
So just stick around to the channel and you'll see. Hopefully we can get more. It's tough to do this, especially when, it's fun. We want to keep it fun to where we enjoy it, but there is some work. And, we're not making money. We're losing money. So that doesn't help either as far as spending a lot of time preparing.
Yes, Graham accepts sexual favors. So, Favors.
That's fancy for favors.
I've been watching too many Canadian movies. Now I'm getting the accent.
Oh, hey,
I don't know what that's about.
If you want to check out our Children of the Corn episode, that was just a couple months ago.
Yeah,
so enjoy there.
A Jess free episode at that.
One with a very bumpy start.
Very bumpy start. Hey, but I think we recovered nicely.
We did, dude.
More fun than most of the movies, for sure.
Wow.
What's the matter, Jess?
I'm nothing.
I said a Jess free episode, and you got this look on your face like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, you should have been there, bro.
I wish I was there, and all I could do since then was just put my notes in the comments, and that's just not the same.
It's not.
I
we were
really
missed, but it
that was my
understandable.
choice of episode too. Like I've been waiting for that episode for like a year, and then to find out that you came on, Jay was on, I was like, oh
Dang.
man,
We need a redo.
it had been a while since you two had been on too. I think.
Children of the Corn redemption stream.
There
Just
you
like
go.
the Suspiria remake. We need to
I'm down.
old streams.
We only do an episode
I
a
cannot-
month, and every other one is now.
Children of the Corn,
am
just
more
every
willing to
every
talk
episode.
Christy
And
Clark
children.
from Children of the Corn 2 some more. So
This is going to be the Children of the Corn channel. A new ranking every day. It changes. Sorry.
doesn't
yes.
matter what movie you like in that franchise, Christy Clark is number one.
Yes, and it sounds like our Acres of Movies is a friend from the Cornelius collection.
There you go.
Chris Overholt, thanks for being around. I hope you can join us on screen one of these times, as you were originally supposed to. And Jay, I hope you can come back.
Yes.
It's been too long for me.
And
at
Kory
least.
from Smores Indoors. Hopefully you can jump on sometime too.
And you too. Yeah, it's been too long for you, Kory.
Well, you guys need to hop on the stimulus package on New
I'm
Year's.
that
gonna
just
try.
sounds really bad.
I know, but I
Hop
am
on that
contracted. If I am somewhere else, I will somehow try to go remote and live if I can, if my phone lets me.
You need to just pull it up on the TV. It doesn't matter where you are.
Just
That's
go
New
live
Year's
wherever
Eve?
I am at with
Yes.
who's ever in the background.
I have to work New Year's Eve, but I should be off in plenty of time.
There we
So
go.
we'll see.
Okay.
If you
Those
don't have the
again-
DVD, I believe a link will be provided. So, yes.
and you'll have links to those links in the chat to the
Yes.
channels. And until we all meet again, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
Ho, ho, ho.
God bless us, everyone.